weren't even at my place 3 seconds and the freaking event started. It's crazy. And we are live, so hello there. I'm Damionpyro.
And I'm chilling the cat.
Yeah, bro. And this is our Nerd Talk Live podcast. Woo! Can you believe we've done 28 of these already? It's number 28 right now.
That
bro.
shit's crazy.
Alright, for real though. Just us yapping. Well, we got random game stuff going on in the background. Today we decided to take our podcast venture to Fallout here. Which I hear shooting already, so I fucking think they might have started the event already, but I'm not in the room. I'm setting up the podcast. We shall see what happens. Hopefully I don't die while I'm out of the room, because that would suck. You just don't even get a chance to defend yourself. Just come back dead.
Oh, no, right?
I see a B. Kurama official. Oh, it definitely sounds like they started to hear gunfire. Lighten them up. Let's get it. All right. So, what do you want to start off talking about this week, Cat?
Anything.
Anything?
Yep.
Freaking, let's knock out some anime then. Let's start with freaking Sentenced to be a Hero.
Alrighty.
Freaking, I think we got a lot of new info in this episode, in particular. Because, well, we learned that apparently they have a repair shop for the heroes where they literally just fix their body parts and shit. Because that thief kid, in the beginning, when he's talking to Vietnam, freaking, Vietnam's like, really? You just got back from the repair shop and you're already stealing things? That cracked me up. I was like, bro can't help himself, man. Alright? Like, why do you think he got sentenced to be a hero in the first place? Obviously, he couldn't stop stealing. Like, I'm sure they gave him some chances. Maybe he stole something important because, you know, we learned that, unless it goes against, like, some shit they're trying to cover up, the frickin' holy temple and the fucking military, which kind of like govern the world there, really don't care what the hell you do. Because when they were showing Vietnam's backstory, right, when he was trying to convince Xylo, I was like, bro, listen, I can convince this guy to give us everything we want for this mission. Listen, man, I almost saved the world by accident one time. And you're like, what? And they show the background for the guy's like reading off all these crimes and scams and all that stuff that he's done, all the people he's swindled, all the fake newspapers he's wrote. And they're like, and you know what? We were okay with all of that. But then you wrote this little story explaining about the church and freaking like how goddesses can become demon lords if they expend all their power and stuff like that. And so we don't have a problem with any of the lies you've been telling. What we have a problem is when you tell the truth. And bro's like, what? Like, he thought that story that he completely made up happened to be exactly true. There's some crazy work.
Right?
Bro got some Usopp level lie skills going on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck is this? That was a cool little tent. Like, I thought that was impressive. Also,
yeah, same.
The freaking king guy was back rather fast, I thought, after getting brutalized last episode and missing a leg and all that. Bro was just looking for some alcohol. He's like, do you not remember spending all of our money? Like, we don't have any money for alcohol. The coffers are dry. And then we learn about one of the other heroes. Probably the one with the dragon that I've been waiting for them to reveal, I'm assuming, is who he's going to be, because out of all the ones from the intro, he's the only one we haven't seen yet, but we found out that he's on loan to the, like, heroes, or not the other heroes, but the Holy Knights right now. So he's got, like, a whole other design going on for him, essentially, you know?
Yep.
So we'll see. We'll see if that's the person, anyway, in question. Because, you know, it could just be another freaking new hero. We find out they use Tatsu as basically like a freaking pack mule when he's not out there being the Dark Souls murderer.
Yep.
Like, that freaking cracked me up. I don't like how you can't sit in the chairs you want to sit in at this table. Like, I clicked to sit in a different chair and it put me here. But freaking. I got a little more respect for Xylo in this episode. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I understood the reason why he's so mean to freaking Terrorita is because
Yep.
like the previous goddess that he worked for freaking used up all her power and became a freaking demon lord, and he doesn't want that to happen to Terrorita, right? But like outside of combat, he should be so much nicer to her. Like,
oh, absolutely.
Like, with the whole viewpoint he has, that doesn't make sense why he's so mean to her outside of the thing, unless he's just trying to keep up a whole act or something. But I do like that in this episode, we get him flipping a 180 on his attitude a little bit toward her, because this freaking other group was trying to give him orders saying that, like, they gotta leave her behind and stuff like that, because, they want to get their hands on her to examine her to try to make more goddesses, and the reason they picked her in particular instead of another goddess is because she was deemed as useless because all she can do is make swords. I was like, bro, all she can do is make swords? Did you not see her make swords rain from the goddamn sky?
Well, no, right?
Fucking wipe out a demon lord army? On her own? That was before Xylo got involved to take out the next wave? Like, she took out that whole first wave on her own, just dropping them just from the sky. But she's useless, huh? That, like, that got Xylo all freaking angry, like, oh, no, give us more missions. I'm about to show you how useful she is. Fuck y'all. He ain't gonna experiment on her, calling her useless.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I got some respect for the boy after that. Because I had, like, freaking none, man, up until that point, because he was kind of an asshole. Like, he was badass, don't get me wrong, but he was, like, definitely straight up an asshole.
Yeah.
So I didn't rock with him that much. I like that, Kivia, I like the whole little interaction they had with her, because it kind of reminded me of, like, a dad and a mom taking their kid to a carnival for the first time.
Yeah.
Whenever they took her out to that little thing, she was like, nah, listen, we got a commander, some holy knights, and then my official appointed knight. There's no reason why I can't go out here and enjoy this festival. Were you throwing up, Cat? Oh, you're emoting. Oh, you want some pictures?
It's supposed to be a group emote.
Yeah. It's literally just freaking calling people over for a picture, though.
Take a picture of me. What the fuck?
I think this one was free in the store, but freaking. So as we were talking about, we learned that freaking, like, there's this huge trader festival and everything that they have, like, apparently once a year, and I guess they don't really get to go and enjoy or participate in this festival that much as heroes, because they're usually on missions, so it's kind of like a rare moment for them. Also, apparently, Xylo just hangs out in a fucking prison cell, even though he got in trouble and everything. Like, they didn't lock the door, and none of the other heroes were in their cells. So it's like, just Xylo.
Torito was the one who, or somebody, no, the Torito was somebody. It's one of the heroes, like, picklocked it or something.
Yeah, the thief kid.
Yeah, Steve K,
Yeah.
he just ran off with the fucking thing.
Yeah, released them all. Like, everybody else was like, screw it, bro. We'll all leave our cells. Xylo's the only one who's just like, until they give me a mission, I'm just gonna chill here, bro. Like, man does not give a about anything until freaking Kiva came in and told him about that whole, like, reason they were transporting Kurita and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, apparently she's one of the older goddesses, we found out. Like, she's one of the first ones. freaking, she was talking about, like, things from the age where she was made and how she's been asleep the whole time. And they're all freaking, like, confused and things. She's like, and then she's just amazed by candy because it didn't exist in her timeline. Like, the freaking look on her face. I was like, she really had never seen candy before. This is crazy. She thought this was one of the greatest freaking things that they've ever done. Invent candy. And then ice cream. Ice cream apparently is just a new thing all around for them because Ilo didn't even know about ice cream. He was like, what is that? And then freaking, you can tell that Kiva, like, secretly is like a desserts junkie or something because she tried to act. He's like, how do you have all this information? She's just all blushing. Oh, no reason. It's just, I just know these things. Like, she's totally freaking obsessed with desserts and been trying that shit. Had to be. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You want to team up? Is that what that is, Kat?
Yes.
I forgot you can just press triangle to go in photo mode, but whatever. Oh, somebody's making something beep. But, all in all, it's just really just a really kind of yappy episode this week. A little wholesome
It really was,
stuff.
yeah.
Hilarious things. King guy demanding alcohol. And freaking wondering why Xylo chose to just stay in the freaking cage because everybody else got out. Have no idea what Dota, the thief kid, was smoking, but he had a pipe going and a bottle of booze. I was like, damn, bro's out here getting faded.
Oh, yeah.
Shit. He said, nah, bro, I stole this shit. I'm enjoying it. I bet freaking the king guy would be freaking upset, though, because he just wanted to buy some booze, and he couldn't.
Yep.
And then meanwhile, this kid just stole some booze, hiding them from him. We kind of got left out. But I feel like next episode, something's going to be going down, because they got a very interesting mission where they had to renegotiate terms of, because originally, if even one of them left, all of their callers would detonate and kill them all. Which is wild.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, and Vietnam was like, nah, how about we make the rule if all of us leave, then it detonates, because he's like, bro, I ain't trying to be in there. That's how he's been with every mission. Bro's just been hiding somewhere and just giving them orders from a safe distance.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like his whole thing, I feel like, now. But after finding out, like, how he went about things and, like, the reason, like, he never wants anybody to be upset and he always wants people to smile, and that's why he always made up crazy stories, because he always liked the smiles that it brought to people hearing his stories. Like, I kind of got a little more respect for him now. But it's absolutely wild. I'm going to stay on that subject of fucking bro's just made up a story and then it happened to be true, so now he's essentially got worse than a death sentence.
Yep.
Because that is also crazy, because he's like, oh, I must be getting the death sentence then, all smug, and they're like, nope, you've been sentenced to be a hero, and he's like, no, anything but that. Like, bro would have literally rather die than be a hero. That's crazy work, that being a hero is, like, that much of a crime.
Alright.
Or, well, not crime, punishment for crimes, because, like, some of them, like, seem like they might have been, like, legit freaking good people, just in bad circumstances. You know, like Xylo and maybe the king guy. I have no idea what Tatsu's backstory is, because bro's just a fucking beast. That's all we know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, obviously Dota was a thief, but we don't know anything about him besides that. And now we got the full dump of freaking Vietnam basically being a manipulator. Like, bro's got a fucking 99 charisma stat over.
Oh. For real.
Able to negotiate the fucking more supply. He was like, Xylo, what else do you want, bro? Okay, and he's like, bro, listen, I can get all of that. Come on, you just keep making demands. I'll make sure they happen.
Oh yeah.
He's like, listen, and also, you know, big buzz about Torita right now because they killed like 2 demon lords in less than a week. Crazy work.
Mm-hmm.
Probably about to fight a third one.
Oh, yeah, probably.
The way they're making it out. Also, I noticed they kind of overuse those sacred seals for like everything. Because you notice when they went to those restaurants and the freaking all that stuff, like everything is powered or done on, like all the cooking. They don't have like actual grills. The fucking smiths were forging their shit also on sacred seals and things like that. So it's like, man, if there wasn't people around to make those, y'all would be screwed. Doesn't seem like you guys know how to do the old way of anything.
Oh, yeah.
So it's mostly just lore and like things you could gather about the world in this episode, which I'm about it. You know, definitely ain't no 10 out of 10 episode, you know, for them, but definitely I'd give it like a solid freaking like 7.5 for sure for lore
Definitely.
purposes, you know. But otherwise just a boring yappy episode. Good lore though. Good lore. Got anything in particular that might have stood out to you in this episode?
Not really.
Yeah. I don't think so either. I think it looks like I pretty much covered the whole episode, even with just all that. It's like not really much went down other than lore
Yeah.
drops. All right, well let's move on. Which one are you ready to do next? JJK or freaking Fire Force? Because crazy shit happened in
Let's
both.
let's do Fire Force.
Fire Force. All right. Question for you. Do you think that was the real Raffles 1, or was it that fucking one thing, or one guy posing as him again? Because I think that might have been like an infernal version of Raffles 1. That shit was kind of weird.
Yeah, same.
And man, as soon as they set it up, right, and like, 'cause I kind of spoiled part of what was gonna go down with that freaking one kid with the white spiky hair. I can't remember his name. The fucking kid that can like make up, down, and down, up, and whatever. You know,
Yeah.
the inversion kid who
Yeah.
manipulates gravity. They had him the whole time being like, "Oh, yep, we're gonna take all the hope and despair away from the world," you know, blah 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 blah. But they wanted Shinra to kill that guy because they knew everybody because they brainwashed them all with the church, man. Like, I kind of knew as soon as he started talking about it and they showed Raffles 1, I was like, oh, Shinra's gonna beat this guy and the world's gonna hate him afterward.
Yeah.
So, and Shinra disappeared also. That's the other crazy part after he freaking Lightspeed kicked him through the head. Because I guess because Adola's closer, he just permanent fucking Adola Link mode. You can just control the Lightspeed kicks now.
Oh, yep.
Freaking, but, like, I was a little bit upset, honestly, because freaking, like, they had this big build-up thing. We got freaking the wholesome interaction between him and Sho, because Sho showed up to save him from the Gravity Kid, right? But apparently we needed Sho there, because Sho's motivation to Shinra changed his entire animation style.
Oh, no, right?
Freaking, even Sho was like, oh, damn, my bro's style got changed, and he's like walking on fire that says hero.
Yep. That was fucking insane.
That shit was funny, though. I was like, bro really just made the words hero with his feet and just started walking across that shit.
Yeah.
But the fucking one-shot kick, like, I'm a little disappointed that it, you know, like, I knew it was going to be in one shot, but, like, I figured they would have had him do, like, crazy dodges and stuff like that, like, because, like, they had Raffles just saying Latom and shit was exploding and lasers were going everywhere. And other than Shinra deflecting lasers with his feet when he shows up, it's just, like, hype up, kick through the hood, like he fucking sniped him. Fucking perfect hole through his head after he fused with that freaky-looking thing. But I'm also thinking that might not be the end of it, because if in the intro it had that thing like with like a sun as a face, a little bit different than like kind of like the Raffles face that it had going on, but more on fire.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling he's gonna come back up, like crazy strong or something. And maybe Shinra got turned into a real devil because of everybody's viewpoints, because the views changing the universe and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering if there was enough people from the Fire Force who were actually viewing him as a hero to like save him from the rest of the world viewing him as a demon.
Yeah.
They're definitely heating it up with all that stuff. And then freaking in the beginning cracked me up when they had the captain from freaking Squad 2, the Vault Head guy.
Yeah.
They freaking launch him out of that cannon and shit, and it just...
Yeah, that was funny, bro.
Like, they hyped that cannon up so much, like it was about to one-shot this freaking demon and everything. Or freaking Guardian, whatever the hell they're called.
Titan, I think.
Yeah, Titan. And it just freaking bounces off him. Everybody's in shock. And freaking the one guy's like, why did they even try that? And freaking Uncle Reaper's just over there like, listen, man, that thing has to be terrifyingly strong. He's like, what do you mean? He's like, it might look like a joke, but that man's attack getting shot out of that cannon, that's like real deal firepower. He said, that's more than I can muster. So I was like, oh damn. So that was like a hardcore attack. How fucking strong is Shinra now that he just one-shot that thing?
Oh, no, right?
Friggin', I know he was like light speed, speed equals power, mass conversion, kick shit, but at the same time, holy fuck, bro.
For real.
And then Iris awakening her power was cool. I thought that she could like basically just cancel out damage on areas.
Oh, I know, right?
Freaking, what's his name from Squad 4? I forgot what his power was altogether until this episode, not gonna lie. When he started making those barriers, I was like, oh shit, that's right, he could do that. Haven't seen that since fucking season 1. I kind of forgot he existed as a character, and now he's out here making giant barriers. I was like, they kind of dropped the ball on his character a little. Like, they could have done a little more, hyping him up and stuff so people would recognize him more. Because like we just binged the whole series and I barely recognized him.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy work to me.
I know.
Other than that though, compared to the other episodes of this 0.5 of the season so far, this one's going to kind of, I don't know, it's kind of slow, I felt like.
Yeah.
Like the other ones were kind of more fast-paced and shit like that. We got a lot more in them. This one kind of took its time. Like, I get it. We needed the lore and the backstory and stuff of what was going on. We needed the whole setup for Shinra to look like a villain and all that. But, like, I've just kind of felt like everything in this episode is just leading up to that kick. Because it pretty much ends right after. Like, Shinra puts a hole in the dude's head. Dude falls in ocean. Lady starts screaming, oh no, it can't be, he has to be the devil, he killed freaking Raph's one. Like, y'all didn't hear him say he was there to kill you all with a booming loud voice before he says Latum and fucking laser beams start splitting your city in half? You dumb motherfucker.
Yeah, but everybody's saying that it's their divine punishment.
Yeah, because they're idiots.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying, they all got brainwashed by the Holy Soul Temple. And now, freaking, like, bro's literally just coming down trying to murder them, and they're just like, oh no, he's here to save us. Like, bro is actively murdering people. What part of saving anything is going on here?
Oh, yeah.
And then, I don't know what form Giovanni's in now, but all we saw was his mask and then these new giant infernal insects behind him. So I wonder how he's going to look when we finally see him again. They kept that shit nice and ominous. And then freaking Hamra, she's basically just gone at this point. She's just fucking staring into that statue with the 3 eyes and drooling. While she can apparently read the thoughts of the entire world at once. I think she's getting freaking information overload. I think that's why she's just sitting there drooling. Because like her freaking body probably can't function properly because she's just sitting there and taking everybody in the world's thoughts at once. And, kind of fucked up goal that they have where, we're just literally on purpose trying to kill everybody. Just fuse these worlds together because some fucking weird deity thing from another dimension said so. Like, yeah, F everybody. Let's kill them all.
Yep.
Like, how they got so on board with that is crazy work to me.
Oh,
Like, I
yeah.
get some of the people, like Inca. Inca just wants fucking chaos, so like it makes sense she would be on board, because that sounds like a bunch of chaos about
True.
to go down. But at the same time, she's kind of the least on board with any of them because of the whole like setup joining Shinra with that little one episode where they traveled through the fucking fourth wall.
Yeah.
Because, like, that was kind of her idea. She said she could see the future and shit. So I was like, okay, then. So what are we supposed to, like, do with this information? Apparently she's back, you know, also. She was talking to, I can't ever remember her name. We're just going to call her the creepy old nun lady. Who makes the earthquakes.
Damn.
Yeah. Creepy old nun lady who makes earthquakes. Perfect name.
Yeah, I had it and then I lost it.
Yeah. Like, she's definitely seen some shit. She has to have. Because she older than the dirt they walk on.
Yeah.
Not too much yet. V-Gamer, by the way. Also, welcome to the stream. We just talked about, Sentenced to be a Hero already, and most of the Fire Force already. Really. We don't really have too much going on this week, so we got some
No,
news
not really.
and stuff from games and stuff after we talk anime, and then that's about it. We got all the exciting stuff happened last week, you know. Although I didn't talk about Fallout last week, the TV show, so I do have to talk about 2 episodes of that this week. So I will have that. Yeah. And freaking, we pretty much talked about everything in Fire Force already. There wasn't really much to talk about other than Shinra's epic kick. And honestly,
yeah.
like, I don't know. They probably knew too, because there wasn't that much happen in this episode. I don't know if you noticed. It kind of seems like the budget for this episode's like animation wasn't as good as like the others in front of it.
Mhm.
Like they really didn't freaking. Other than I will say there was a couple good moments, like freaking Shinra's whole kick was freaking really gorgeously animated, and Raffles one fusing with the big circle thing. That one was pretty well animated.
Yeah.
When it like freaking changed the color of all the stars in the sky and everything. Like I thought that was pretty cool. And the freaking badass sound effect. The little fucking shit.
Yeah.
So I liked that. And honestly, crazy him freaking pinballing Shinra through the sky with that freaking gravity, like turning it up and down crap that he was doing, or like flipping it up and down more than turning it up and down, because it's not like he was making more or less gravity. No, he was flipping the direction of gravity.
Yep.
Which is freaking wild, man. But that one was actually pretty well animated, that scene too.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So like they definitely still had it there in some of the spots, but you can definitely tell like they purposely tried to save some budget in this episode, and probably because the rest of them are going to be crazy, because we are definitely getting into some in-game shit now. Like all 8 pillars are up, all the Adolaversts are awakened, freaking things are about to go down.
Oh, most definitely.
So I honestly can't wait for next week's episode. But this week was kind of like I don't know, it's kind of same with Sentenced to be a Hero, more of a relief episode, you know? It's like, yeah, a bunch of crazy shit just happened. Here, take this one to kind of like relax a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
You know, this is the exact opposite of what's going to go on in JJK this week.
For real.
Because this week's episode of JJK was like hype up moments after some hype up moments leading to another hype up moment.
Oh yeah.
Freaking like I'm a little excited in this one.
Yeah.
Freaking.
I'm like curious what the fucking ratings are going to be for this episode.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because you finally get to meet You know,
Hikari.
a specific person. Yep. We finally get to
Yeah.
meet Hikari.
Fucking hell yeah. And there is one thing I want to point out a little different from the manga that they did in this episode when we get to that part. But, like, I kind of like the choice they made for it because it kind of made the conversation feel more real. But I know there's going to be some Hikari fans out there that are upset because they didn't get their fucking close-up of his face. But, you know, we start out with where we left off, you know, last week, where they make the whole plan to infiltrate freaking Hikaru's Fight Club because they need him to join the Cullen game with them to kind of like stack their roster more.
Yeah.
Right. And so we get the, you know, Megami and Yuji switching clothes for their disguises, which I thought
Let's
was
go.
great. It honestly reminded me of the color-wise for both of them. I don't know if they did this on purpose. Reminded me of the tuning exams from Naruto. Because freaking they put Yuji in the orange and the blue shirt. And then freaking they put
Megami.
Megami in the... I was about to call him Fushiguro. I was trying to remember his fucking middle name, or his first name. It was like Megami. They put him in that freaking black jacket that had like the weird, like, big neck area thing. I was like, that just, I don't know, it reminded me of Naruto and Sasuke's tuning exam freaking clothes. Not that Naruto changed that much throughout the whole thing, but yeah, no, it just, I don't know, it gave me the Sasuke vibes because of the neck thing. Because, like, you know, he had that overly done collar in the tuning exams with that black freaking shirt thing he had going on. After he freaking trained with Kakashi and learned the Chidori, that suit he was wearing when he first comes in to fight Gaara in the tuning exam.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's immediately that's what I thought of when they did that. I was like, oh, I feel like they just baited us with these colors. Just to get, like, some weird, like, vibe going on.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm here for it, man. Vibe
Same.
definitely was good this episode. We got a little more origin on Panda. They finally showed that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and honestly, like, I get why he didn't tell them, you know, how curse dolls and stuff are made originally. But at the same time, like, how are y'all gonna kill this man just because he was making your guys' organization stronger by making cursed dolls that could live on their own?
Oh, I know, right?
Like, that to me is some crazy shit to begin with. And then the fact that in order to get them to create their own cursed energy, you actually have to get 3 souls in one body. You know? So I can't wait till I start getting a little deeper on that whole thing, you know, anime-wise. Because, you know, we already know the whole story through the freaking manga. And, you know, that kind of it'll make more sense to why he can change his forms and stuff later once they explain it.
Yeah.
So I can't wait for that. But the fake fight between Panda and Yuji cracked me up.
That was freaking awesome.
Dude, like, not only did they make it...
Tap.
Yep. Tap, 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 tap. Like, they look like they're throwing hardcore blows, but every impact is just tap, 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 tap. Like, they literally fucking put the onomatopoeia up and everything, just saying tap, 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 tap. So we knew they weren't going, like, all out on each other. Fucking Panda hurling himself into that freaking rock pillar thing at the end, where he just, like,
concrete pillar,
hardcore, bro, like, broke that shit, cracked it. I was like, man, you know, it's supposed to be a fake fight, but you all really throwing each other around over here.
Oh, I know, right?
And I feel like only them two could pull off a fake fight to that level with each other.
Oh, yeah.
Like, because nobody else was just taking these taps that they were throwing at each other as taps other than those two. I swear. Because they were literally cracking, like, concrete and the ground and shit with them. No, those were more than just taps, but to them, they were just little love taps. And frickin' Yuji's comment on Panda's acting being bad cracked me up, because Yuji's wasn't any better. Like, at all. Like, they both had horrible acting, and Yuji can't even lie properly. Like, gets himself
Oh, no,
caught
right.
because he acts like Gojo, like he doesn't know who Gojo is. He's like, listen, man, there ain't a single Jujutsu sorcerer alive who doesn't know who Gojo is. You gotta be from the school if you're acting like he doesn't exist.
Yep.
Yeah, little does he know that they're kind of like a rogue branch of the school at this point. Because now the principal's dead and freaking Gojo's gone. There's nobody, keeping their group safe from the higher ups anymore, and all of them were protected by Gojo basically originally.
Yeah.
Freaking and honestly, out of Maki's group, freaking Yuta, her, Panda, and Tatsumaki, like their whole team kind of got hoed, man. Panda just lost his dad. Maki just lost her sister, but she did get a big power up, but she kind of had to like kill her whole clan though, including her parents, which was big sad. Not so much feeling that way toward her dad, because her dad was kind of an asshole
Yeah.
who was literally about to kill her. But like the rest of her family, I'm sure that kind of like made her feel a little something somewhere, But freaking
Yeah.
also we learned Tatsumaki still doesn't have an arm, bro. Bro's got one arm down after the Shibuya incident. Still, it's crazy work. It's like y'all got all these crazy reverse curse techniques. Nobody could reattach this man's arm. Like, poor guy. Like that nerf our boy by taking one of his arms away. Not that he really needs it. It's his voices that's really dangerous. You should just give
Oh,
this man
yeah.
some sore throat spray. He's good to go. Shit. That fucking Kurt speech shit's scary. Be real.
Mm-hmm.
I freaking remember the first time I saw that stuff. Like when they put it in action, and then again in the freaking JJK Zero movie. When they
Yeah.
got Yuta's backstory, like that, they made it look real good there.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm freaking definitely excited for the next episode because it looks like it's going into Hikari
yeah.
versus Yuji.
Oh,
But
yeah.
you notice when he was hitting
I'm ready.
Yuji already, he was making like little manga panels from the fucking his game. I don't know if you saw
Yeah.
that. Like at one point, Yuji literally just jumped and dodged manga panels that were trying to clip him.
I think those were doors or something.
Well,
I don't know what they were.
If you look at them, they got the manga panel framing and colors.
I don't know.
Because remember, his power is like a gambling machine that uses his favorite fucking manga novel, romance novel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I thought that was good little hints that all his, that they were throwing at us already with all his attacks and that little chain. Freaking getting in Yuji's face. Yuji's like, man, let me explain, bro. Like, they shouldn't even sent Yuji in there. At the moment they said, oh yeah, Yuji's a terrible liar, it's like, so you guys sent Yuji in there, bro? Like, I get he's the only one that could have convinced him fight-wise, but at the same time, son, like, y'all know this boy was gonna fuck this shit up.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he stayed quiet most of the time, though.
Yeah, I mean, he was trying to, but, like, y'all let him attempt to lie, and it horribly backfired.
Yeah.
Like, knowing this man can't lie, y'all should have came up with some kind of plan where he could, like, half-truth it. You know?
Yeah.
Like, make him seem like he was a sorcerer that freaking ran away from school or something. He probably could have got away with that a little easier. Instead of just being some unknown high-grade sorcerer. That didn't make any sense. Like, bro's got this level of skill, but freaking... like, enough to make sure that they could fight, as he put it, in the third dimension, so even the people on the top balconies could see.
Mm-hmm.
Making sure that everyone got a good show. I thought that was pretty freaking cool. That, you can definitely tell that Hikari was liking Yuji up until he got that phone call, and it just kind of like broke the man. He was like, "Fuck, man, I'm gonna have to fuck this kid up." And wait till you see how what they have to do to get around her power. Though that shit's weird. There's like a whole setup they gotta do. So I can't wait for next episode, especially.
Oh, same.
And then freaking what was it? I think they had like 9 days left till the actual Cullen games start.
I think that's what they said. Yeah, if I remember.
Yeah. So I wonder how many episodes that's gonna turn into, like, or if we're gonna just like get the next couple things, because like what I remember from the manga, there wasn't much after this Hikari part before like they actually got into the Cullen games, right?
Yeah.
So that has me wondering how they're gonna kind of play it out. Oh, sorry about the yawn, guys. Play it out anime-wise, you know. And
Yeah.
the big thing, by the way, that I know some people that watched or read the manga that are big Hikari fans are gonna be mad at. Like, I'm talking like these like overly obsessed Hikari people, by the way, not like, oh, I like him as a character a lot kind of person, but like those people that are obsessed with his looks and stuff like that. So during his conversation with Yuji in the manga, there was a bunch of close-ups on him, and like he got these really good drawn facial expressions, right? Which you can still kind of see. You can still kind of see the facial expressions from the side angle that they have them talk at.
Yeah.
But like, I can see where people would be upset because they didn't get their close-ups. But I personally think it was a better choice.
That's crazy.
Like, style-wise, because not only did you not break away from either characters, you literally put you in a position of being like a fly in the wall for their conversation. And like you're watching the whole thing from like an outside perspective there, instead of just through each other's eyes back and forth. And they never let him to be able to do more things, like him throwing the shot glass at Yuji and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we wouldn't have been able to get that if they just kept like close-ups. It wouldn't have looked right. Like, we got the full fluid motions and, like, really good animation, I thought, in that part. Like...
Yeah.
No, it wasn't the craziest episode of JJK, but it was still pretty good, and it was hilarious. And that to me, gives it a solid 9, just for, like, it made me laugh multiple times in this episode.
Same.
Like, it was definitely some good laughs. They had some good jokes and things going on. So...
Yeah, the episode was great.
Oh, yeah. And that covers all of our weekly anime we've been covering.
Yep.
Slime update. We didn't watch as much slime this week.
Yeah, we missed like 3 to 4 days because...
Yeah, things happen.
Yeah.
You know, but we still got some distance in there. I'm now at the part where Rimuru decided to become a demon lord, so... he can resurrect the big sad moment, by the way, guys. Like, Rimuru handled it better than I would have in Rimuru's position with Rimuru's powers, for sure. Because the moment they pull that cover off and I saw Shion dead, I was like, oh, no, they dead, bro. There would have been no conversation about, oh, hey, if you become a demon lord, you might be able to freaking revive all these people. Like, no, I would have been gone. I would have been in front of that army already. I would have already been eating people. Like, I would have became a demon lord unintentionally at that point.
Oh, I know, right?
Like,
oh, I can't wait to see your reaction this episode, too.
Yeah, because the fight, like, just started at the end of that episode. Like, he just showed
guild
up to
fight.
the army.
Hakuru fight, guild fight is going to be crazy.
Oh.
I can't wait to see your reaction.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm excited for that guild thing ever since he said that he was going to have a badass fight. Well, we were in season 1 after he named him. I was like, oh, I got to see it, because you said it's throwing hands, and I'm about them throwing hands. All about throwing hands. That's why I'm excited for next episode.
It's just the first time you actually see a fight. He actually fights with a weapon. It's because I'm not gonna say anything, but I'll just let you watch.
Yeah, I'm definitely hyped. I can't wait. So we'll definitely have more slime updates next week. We didn't get many.
Yeah.
This week. Because like
we're definitely gonna watch him today.
Only like a few episodes after the whole fairy thing that we talked about last week. So
yeah,
you know, I'm getting progress.
Yeah, we're going to be watching today.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
at some point.
Yeah. After this, gonna do a Fallout stream and then.
Oh yeah.
Again, slime, basically. Probably when she goes to work. That way I can watch on my TV.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm sure here in a little bit she's going to be trying to take a nap for work. They're just trying to cool it down in here a little bit because it freaking got up to almost 70 degrees outside today. It's like, that's a big change from the below 30 I've had for weeks now.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So, big chill, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Also, don't forget to check your hunger and thirst meters.
Oh, shit. I don't even know where I'm at.
I got in just in time. I was about to be very thirsty.
I'm good.
Where did I get all this Mirelurk meat? It's about to expire. Hold on, I'm gonna cook this shit. Cook it and eat it, bro. But anyway, as we were going on, freaking move on to
what
Digimon
I did like
Beat
about
Break,
that
man.
one, before, like, what I liked about that little Shion death reaction, I like how Remu, when he's, like, he was trying, but the orb came out.
Yeah.
Like, he tried, but it came out. It still came out.
Yeah. And I like how they made the new mask just to try to suppress
honestly,
the aura.
same.
And it still cracked the fucking mask. Like, holy shit.
Oh, yeah. If my fucking favorite person died, yeah, I'm having that reaction too.
Yeah, son. Like, that's like, and then freaking poor Gopta's friend, the freaking dopey guy.
If my like friend that's like a family member to me, yeah,
like those
everybody's
poor,
dying. They're all dying.
You know, I would have been upset because my village in general got attacked, but like once I saw that it was somebody that was like really close to me that was dead too. Oh shit, son.
Yeah, that army. Yeah, that army's dying.
Wouldn't have been no mask. That thing would have got shattered.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, it would have been demon mode. So you know, Rimmer is definitely handling it better than I would have. Cause I would have been in crash out mode for sure.
Crash out mode.
Like 100% crash out mode.
Most definitely. Crap.
What are you crapping about, Cat? What happened?
I was gonna make something to drink, but we don't have nothing to drink.
At home?
I was gonna get some tea. We have no tea.
What do you mean by open panel, my good sir? And now, me and my co-host are here talking, but you can come in and really talk about anything nerdy, and we'll conversate with you, for sure. Oh yeah, you can join in the chat and just talk, like in the text chat. We'll definitely respond. But as far as like voice chat, no, we're not currently doing an open panel. Yeah. We kind of had a short episode this week. Like we pretty much talked about most of the stuff we were going to talk about. Like only got a little bit left to talk about, which about to cover Digimon Beat Break episode for this week, and then I didn't talk about Fallout's TV episode last week, so I was going to cover that. And this week's episode, of course. Right.
Uh-huh.
But I don't want to talk too in detail in it, in case anybody hasn't seen the episodes yet, because I know there are still some people that haven't seen like even the first episode of this season yet. They're waiting for more episodes to build up. But at some point, I will be wanting to do like a full deep dive on the season and like break things down more. Right?
Yeah.
So, but is there anything nerdy that you want to talk about? By the way, Baron, feel free, and we will discuss it. Like, just type it in chat there. We got you right now this week. And any suggestions on anything that you might want us to like cover in like a future episode, also feel free to type in. We'll get on that. Like for sure. Oh, I was wondering why I changed my camera angle. I was like, why can't I see chat? had me looking through the wrong person mode. And then I didn't turn photo mode back on. Now that
that makes more sense.
Fed and drank. But alright, so starting out, Digimon Deep Break episode for this week is another kind of like, I don't want to call it filler, but like it feels like they're kind of taking us out of like the main story plot for a bit these last couple episodes, and I think next episode's going to be another one. But we're also like each episode getting more backstory on a different Team Tactics 7 member. So this week we're getting the pink hair girl, right? And her freaking Psychomon and everything. We come to find out that she hasn't been home much because one of Team Tactics' rule is that whenever you join them, you're no longer allowed to go back home anymore. So she's just secretly been visiting home because her mom not being able to see her, she wouldn't be able to handle that. So, like, for her mom's sanity, she's just been sneaking home and things. We find that out in this episode. And also, we get to see that she has siblings, that she kind of, like, all her money and stuff that she earns from the bounty, she sends home to help take care of her mom and her siblings. So she
cool.
might act like a mega bitch, but she's a good person at the same time. She's just very serious about work is all. You know? But
yeah.
also, like, you can tell that they kind of trained the softness out of her on Team Tactics because freaking Makoto comes to help save her in this episode because we start off with, you know, as usual, Team Tactics trying to steal a bounty because that just seems to be the new weekly thing. And freaking Makoto actually, instead of prioritizing taking out the Digimon that they were both after, ends up saving these two little kids who happen to be her freaking siblings, right? And I cannot remember her name, so you always have to excuse me this week. Like, it wasn't like last week where like they kept saying the person's name over and over again, and we got like a new name reveal, like with Granite and everything. But they said her name like a couple times, and it kind of passed out of my mind. So once I see her more in the anime, her name will click with me more, and I'll be able to remember it easier. But at this point, she's just a pink-haired chick with the Psychomon, little clam Digimon that actually turns into freaking Telosmon, which is interesting. It's like a Telosaur, little freaking sea monster looking Digimon, which honestly I wasn't expecting that Digivolution because usually Psychomon digivolves into like an Octomon or a Crabmon or freaking Shellmon, any of those. Like, I actually high-key forgot that was one of its routes. And I do like that it's something they kind of subvert from us. Like, a little disappointed because I was kind of hyped whenever one of their team members had Monodramon. I was like, oh, we're going to get Strike-Dramon animated, you know? Like, we've had Cyberdramon and Monodramon in anime before, but nope. Nope, bro turns into a fucking pterodactyl.
What the fuck?
Pteramon, yep. So, that was a little bit of a twist. I wasn't ready for that one. I was like, so, we're not going up with the obvious evolutions in this one. I mean, which is cool, because that means I have no idea what their ultimates are going to be, you know what I mean? And Ludamon hasn't digivolved at all yet, which either makes me think that he's already a champion level, or they're saving his evolution for some big hype up moment that's going to be OP.
Big hype up.
Because as a rookie,
Ooh,
he's already kind of OP. Like, he just turns into different shields that reflect attacks back at people. Like, that's kind of super OP in my opinion.
Crazy.
Like, every attack he does turns himself into a different type of shield that reflects different types of attacks.
That's sick.
Yeah. So he's got like a fucking shield for everything.
Holy moly.
And
fucking Digimon.
Oh yeah, no, Digimon Beat Break's pretty like compared to some of the other Digimon series, this one is a little darker. I
need to start watching that.
For sure. Like they don't shy away from things getting killed in this particular one. And honestly, it's kind of weird because like it seems like the Digimon can actually like die in this one.
Oh really? Oh damn.
Yeah, because after they beat them and they get turned back to their training forms, most of the other cleaner teams delete them. Like they straight up get rid of them. And normally they turn them into Digi-Eggs after they're get defeated in the other anime series of Digimon. Right?
Yeah.
But this particular one, the Digi-Egg is technically the Sepatama, but once they get deleted, that Sepatama becomes useless. So...
Interesting.
And the one guy who lost his Mushroomon, he got reissued another Sepatama after Mushroomon got deleted. So that makes me believe that even the Digimon can die in this one.
Oh!
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, because bro didn't get his Digimon back. He got a whole ass new Digimon. I was like, oh, that's a twist I wasn't expecting. That's very unusual for Digimon.
Oh, I know, right?
But, what was I gonna say?
I don't know.
Okay,
Digimon.
back to Makoto and the pink-haired chick with a Sakuya mom. Okay, so in this particular one, there's been a series of robberies where apparently there's a Digimon that didn't have an owner that was going around stealing food and not attacking people for equals, which is usually what they do. They usually try to eat people, essentially, by draining all their life force out of them. But turns out this guy had another plan. It was a Bergamon! Which is like a fucking hamburger making Digimon. Like, he's literally got a little hamburger hat. And he can make hamburgers out of anything because his attack is
fucking
called...
Burger Man? But what? Burger Man?
Yeah, Bergamon. It's like burger, but instead of ER, it's an A. Bergamon.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah. And which I haven't seen one of these since Digimon Frontier, when the little cute little baby Digimon needed their dad, freaking saved, so Tommy and all of them had to come create the most delicious hamburger, even surpassing their father's hamburger in order to get him back. But this one, we see the Delicious Buns, which is a hilarious attack name, by the way. It's his like main attack, and he just creates a giant fucking hamburger bun and tries to fucking crush your ass in it and turn you into food. Right?
Goated.
Yeah, no, it is. And so his whole reason he's been stealing food is because he has this symbiotic relationship with another higher level Digimon called Burpmon. Yeah, that's right, Burp. Yeah, big old.
Okay.
He looks like a big fat version of Patamon. He's just like overinflated and he fucking has little tiny ears. But he's got like the same coloration where he's like mostly white with like little orange on top. Right? Like Patamon is. And he's got similar eyes. But so this Digimon has a unique effect compared to all of them. So apparently he can get E-pulse from food. Right? And when he eats enough, he burps and releases like a massive wave of like purified E-pulse through his burps.
Okay.
So this is how Bergamon and him are both staying alive. As Bergamon goes around, ironically like a burglar, like he fucking steals all this food and puts it on this giant green bag, and throws it all in Burpmon's mouth, and Burpmon eats it, and then fucking burps out the fucking E-pulse from it. And then Hamburgmon just freaking, jumps into the burp and absorbs the fucking E-pulse through the burp, which I thought was weird as fuck.
Interesting.
Yeah. And they do end up defeating it, but only after freaking, because, Makoto's too nice. He didn't have Chirpmon actually. He was like mostly just deflecting attacks and stuff like that, and wasn't actually trying to like harm the Digimon. And he was waiting for Reina and Tomoro to show up for backup. Well, him waiting for backup after saving her pissed her off. She's like, "Oh, you need your friends to save you? So freaking useless!" And she used her anger to force freaking Sakuyamon out of Burpmon's mouth. Right, because Sakuyamon got captured earlier in the episode whenever Bergamon robbed freaking her mom's restaurant, right? And freaking that's when we first see the delicious buns, because he turns freaking Psychomon into a freaking hamburger with a clam in the middle. Little clam burger, if you would. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, ignore my bad pun. But, freaking pops out, digivolves to Telosmon, and then, essentially just oxygen torpedoes them to death. Does a bunch of biting and stuff, and it's like, bro, if you're that strong, how did you get captured? But she ends up not deleting the Digimon and handing them to Makoto, but she takes the eggs, so she takes the money. Right?
Damn.
Yeah. And I have a feeling the reason the way we're getting these little backstories and these interactions with Team Tactics and our main cast is because I feel like after they have their whole like little final brawl, that the Tactics Team 7 is either going to leave Team Tactics, or they're going to change some things about Team Tactics and start being allies toward the Glowing Dawn. Who knows? Maybe they'll end up joining the Glowing Dawn at some point. But next episode, we get the third member of Team Tactics' little, wholesome backstory bullcrap. So we'll have to see what his is next. I'm sure since Reina was, with Granite and frickin' Makoto was with the pink-haired chick, I'm only going to assume Tomoro is going to have an episode, next episode, with the kid with the Monodramon.
Sounds interesting.
Who I always forget his name. Also, Granite's real name was Luca. I forgot about that. That was
Luca
last week. His real name's not Granite, it's Luca. He just tells everybody Granite for some fucking reason ever since he was a little kid. It was like, bro, just hides his name. Alright, cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, bro. And the only one who calls him Luca is his Digimon, Ludomon. He's kind of gave away his name since like the beginning, though. Even before he formed, when he was just little Sepotama AI, he was over here giving away bro's freaking name, which I thought was hilarious. But that pretty much covers the Breed Breaker episode. I didn't watch the preview this week, so I can only assume that the third guy is going to be the next episode. So we'll see how that goes down. All right, getting into Fallout. First things I want to talk about is I saw a video from Rifleman Gaming where I guess somebody had leaked data mined and leaked a bunch of the stuff that we're going to be getting next season, and it seems like next season is going to be like Aliens and Cryptids themed real heavily.
It sounds awesome. Honestly.
And we're going to be getting a new weapon and stuff like that. Which the new weapon will be either you could buy it from the Atom Shop, or they're going to be adding a new like little boss event thing where we get to fight fucking Bigfoot. Right?
That sounds awesome.
And he can also drop this new 4-star weapon. It's a type of pistol, and it's going to have a new legendary 4-star mod. I already forgot what it does.
Sounds intriguing.
it seemed good. So the cool thing about it is, once if you don't buy it for Adams, for example, and you just farm him for him every time the event pops up, you will be able to just, take your extra ones you get and scrap them for chances to learn them how to craft that mod, which I think is cool. And the same goes for really with any of the 4-star legendaries in the game, though. If you can get them, break them down, there's a chance you can learn to craft the mod if you get extras. Which is one reason why some people have been getting, like, I guess you can get it from the raid now. They added it in an update, but the 4-star legendary mod that's on that hammer that I used, the Ad Victorium, right? That came with a new little bundle that looks like it's from the Fallout TV show. That's totally not worth $30 in my opinion, but I had the extra money, so I figured why not? Freaking just to see if it was worth it. Like you get that cool power armor paint that is on display over there, right here. This freaking Ranger power armor that's pretty sick. It doesn't actually like do anything. It's just paint. But I did notice that you kind of punch different with it. It kind of looks like you're trying to like slash things with the little blades that are on the arm of it here when you punch, but it doesn't actually add any damage. Like you're still your normal punch damage that you'd have in power armor. But if I bet you set it up with like the right power armor, with like the rusted knuckles or something like that, and like a fist freaking style build, I bet you it'd still look cool. Going around blading people up with it, So there's that potential.
Yeah.
And then you get some signs and some flags from New Vegas, and you get cosmetic you can make, which I haven't made yet, which is like this gold Legionnaire armor, which was it's actually kind of cool looking, but otherwise, like the really only cool thing you get that's like useful utility-wise, actually does anything in the game, is the ability to craft the Ad Victorium, which is a freaking nasty hammer, by the way. It's got Furious, so it stacks up 5% damage every swing, right? And then it has increased swing speed. Okay, then it has increased strength, and then the 4-star legendary mod is called like Charged Up or something like that. But what it does is
that's crazy.
Every 3 light attacks adds a charge to it, and then
oh wow,
you can heavy attack after that 3rd light attack, and you release a fucking massive explosion swing. There's like big AoE damage. It goes boom. Literally goes boom. That's all. Whenever you see me fighting, all those explosions I make, that's that 3rd swing.
oh wow, that's a crazy hammer.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Like I do love the hammer, but being worth $30 for some cosmetics and a hammer, I feel like that's something they could have easily made into a freaking bundle for the Atom shop that people could, if you get your Fallout first or you do your challenges and stuff, like you could have earned on your own in game eventually. Like I feel like that's kind of...
Oh yeah, oh definitely.
Like
that would have been great.
But also you can get it for yourself to determine whether or not you think it's worth it. I personally don't. Like I'm cool, I got the stuff, but like in the end, it's kind of disappointed. Like I feel like you could do more stuff for your game and your stuff, just getting like $30 worth of like camp items that actually like produce things and do stuff. You get a lot more bang for your buck doing that stuff, I feel like, than getting that bundle. Oh, really just cool cosmetics. Like, if you got the extra money and you really don't have anything else and you just want the cosmetics, I guess that's not the most expensive skins I've ever bought in a game. But it's still pretty sad. And honestly, like, I don't really like buying skins in games hardly that often anyway, because like
it's not the most expensive skins I've ever bought in the game.
Yeah, but freaking like I don't know, I feel like skins are getting ridiculously priced, and I think it is. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have bought it because I am adding to the problem. But it's the fact that people will buy them eventually that is why they freaking. I feel like they make these expensive skins. Still ain't no freaking like Diablo freaking $30 for just a skin, which I think is crazy. Or freaking I don't know if like you only got a skin from it, but Matthew was telling me there was one skin in Path of Exile 2 that was like upwards of $80, which is fucking crazy for a skin. Like absolutely crazy if it's just a skin.
$80?
Yeah, that's what he was saying. So I'd have to go and look for myself, but like if that's true, that's fucking crazy.
No,
Like,
I've seen more. I've seen more expensive.
Like just for a skin.
Yeah,
Like,
just for a single skin.
That's crazy work.
For cosmetics, yes, I've seen more expensive.
That's crazy work, man. Just for like a single
Fortnite.
skin. Fortnite. Damn.
Man, there's a specific, specific skin out there that you need to buy a $1,000 phone to get it.
What the hell? I mean, cool. At least you get a phone.
Actually,
I would say
it's two skins as well, and it's two totally different phones. It's called the Iconic skin. You have to buy a $1,000 phone, and there's a Galaxy skin that you also have to buy like $1,000 phone.
I'm assuming one is one of the newer iPhones, and the other's a newer freaking Galaxy.
Nope.
No.
Galaxy, just Galaxy.
Both of them just for Galaxy phones.
Yep.
That's crazy work.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, like I said though, like if you're gonna get that though, you're probably already gonna get the phone. Like I would be.
Yeah.
I would be remiss to find out that there's somebody out there that went and bought a $1,000 phone just for a skin, and like they don't even use the phone or anything. That would be crazy to me. Like at least, but at least they're getting the phone out of it. That's still fucking crazy price for a phone. Like hell no.
Oh yeah.
I ain't paying no $1,000 for a phone.
Me neither.
Like he got me effed up, bro. $1,000, I'll just go freaking get a cheap phone and a game console or a freaking like cheap pre-build or something computer.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's crazy work, bro. I didn't even know that. That is absolutely wild. And
yeah, they do a lot of like exclusive things like that.
I'm trying to remember the name. There's another guy.
They're greedy too.
I saw.
Like this new console. Meaning dumb. But yeah, this new console bundle they did. I hate that they do this every time they come out with one. Of course, you have to buy a whole new console to get it for his Fortnite skin.
That's crazy too. You gotta buy a whole console for that?
Thing is, it's like nobody gets it if you already have it. You have to buy a new console.
I gotcha.
Like, what the fuck?
Okay. So the other information I have comes from this was stuff that was found in the playtest server. So like within a month, these balance changes should be coming, I guess, from what he was saying. Right. Angry Turtle is the name of the guy that I watched the video from. They're doing some insane, as he put it, 1-star armor buffs and nerfs for the 1-star armor perks. Like apparently they're changing a lot of the stuff. Like for example, this Vanguards that I'm wearing. That right now, well, the higher my HP is, closer to full, like the more damage and energy resistance I get. Right. Per piece. So they're going to change that to flat damage reduction. Just straight up damage reduction. Which sounds nice at first, except for they changed how it scales. So now it doesn't matter. You could be at like your full max health, but unless your full max health is somewhere close to like 700-800, something like that, right? Some crazy hard to do, or probably even impossible to get to health numbers in this game. You're not going to get the full bonus from it. Like he was showing off that, like he ate a bunch of stuff and did things to boost his health to like 650, and he was only getting like 3%.
That's crazy.
Damage reduction per piece from that, while at full health. And then he says it's not as bad going the other way, bolstering the opposite thing that gives you. It's now going to be damage reduction straight up, flat out too. The lower your health goes, but the amount of not health you have to get the full bonus is, I believe, you have to have 5% of your health left to get the full bonus. And at that point, unless they offer more damage reduction on it, what's going to be the point because anything could still one tap you at that level. I feel like with only 5% of your health left. And like you look at your health bar, it's not going to tell you your actual health number. You have to go in your Pip-Boy to see that. But it'll still have a 0 through 100 for that's your health percentage, so you know about where it is, right? So you need that number to be on 5 to get the full bonus, which is kind of dumb. So I don't like that. But they are buffing certain other things, like they're buffing one for armor for that really help ghouls. It's like the more feral you are, the more damage reduction you get. So if you can like keep yourself feral and like at a good level, you'll get the full bonus for that one, which would probably be a better thing. And the one I was telling you about earlier, where you basically want to be over encumbered to get the damage reduction bonus from this one.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And the points and stuff. Or like HP or something like that. Like you're getting something from it. But to get the full bonus from it, you have to be 50% of your max carry weight over encumbered. So, for example, if you had 200 max carry weight, you would have to be holding 300 pounds of stuff for the max bonus.
That's insane.
Yeah. Which I'm sure there's going to be somebody out there that figures out a build where you can, like, be over encumbered and it not affect you, like, really at all whatsoever. Like, obviously you'll still be getting the negatives, but they'll probably work a build where there's so many positive counteractions to that they'll be walking around normal, jumping, running, speed, all that stuff, while over encumbered, I'm sure. Just to reap the benefits of this. I could see that happening. And, like, they didn't really go into, like, every perk, but they also showed that Aristocrats is changing, so instead of getting damage reduction and or damage resistances and stuff like that for having your caps up, it's now changing to the more you have your caps up, the more damage it reflects, up to 10% per piece. So, to get the max bonus, you will have to be, like, really close to max caps. You have to be at 39,500 caps, which max caps is 40,000. So you have to be 500 caps below max. So it's definitely better for, like, in-game people who don't need to spend caps anymore or gain caps or do anything with caps.
Man, I need caps.
Yeah, for now, yeah. But I'm sure at some point you'll probably be in the boat where it's like, well, I don't need caps anymore. I can just kind of chill here, you know? And I think that's what Aristocrats is for. And it'd be like, until they add new stuff you can buy, you know, it'd probably be good rocking it. But you can, he said, pair it with the legendary reflection perk and actually end up getting, like, well, my camera jumped way up. Hold on, guys. But you can actually get up to 100% damage reflection with the right perk card setups. And these armor pieces. So you'll still take damage. Like, a lot of people misconstrue the damage reflection with, oh, I'm not going to take damage anymore. No, you'll still take damage, but they'll also take that equal amount of damage. So, you know, the more damage they do. He was showing off with just the Aristocrats, no armor bonuses. He went over to a West-Tech. He was letting them shoot him. And it was pretty much melting down the super mutants, like, faster than his health was going down. And then the super mutant hounds or any of the melee super mutants were basically one-shotting themselves, 1 to 2-shotting themselves by hitting him. Because obviously the melee ones were hitting way harder.
Yeah, there's some perks that I want them to add.
Yeah. There may be perks already, too. You just haven't found them yet. You never know.
But, a perk that makes you never get over encumbered?
Yeah, no, I don't think they'll ever add that. But they might add something that lets you move like normal.
They won't add that, but they added never take fall damage.
Yeah. But that's
crazy.
A realistic standard. So what I'm saying is, like, they probably wouldn't make a perk card that would make you not over encumbered, but they'll probably make a perk card that either reduces or it'll probably be like one that, you know, 1-star, it reduces some effects of being over-encumbered. 2-star, it reduces a lot of effects of being over-encumbered. 3-star eliminates all negative effects of being over-encumbered, you know? So they might do something like that. And then they do have the one card that lets you fast travel while you're over-encumbered.
That's true.
And they do already have perk cards in play, because really what happens is you get slowed down the more you're over-encumbered, and you get AP drain more, right? So there's already some things you can do to kind of speed yourself up some and freaking, you know, make yourself recover AP or use less AP way faster during those times. So I'm sure they'll like add more stuff to that, because it does seem like encumbrance and being encumbered is something that they're wanting to make viable builds from, because why else would they add the perk card that requires you to be over encumbered, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think they need to rebalance some of this stuff.
You had like an entirely different answer the first time I said that.
What, for the over encumbrance thing?
Yeah, you said nothing about this when I first
Yeah. Because I already saved it for the podcast, bro.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, you know, that sounds cool. I'm like, yeah, it does. And I get this answer.
Yeah, bro. Wasn't ready for that curveball, huh?
I was not, honestly. Yeah. A totally different answer from the first time you answered me. No, like, switch up's crazy.
Because while it would be cool at all, like, you know, I got to think about it from the game developer's point of view. Like, they set that in place for us to like have punishment for being too greedy. Otherwise, they would have never fixed the thing people used to do with the deep-pocketed armor. You used to be able to you get one piece of deep-pocketed armor, and you just unequip it and re-equip it really fast, really fast, and then all of a sudden your max carry weight starts dropping for some reason, right? Like rapidly while you're doing it, and then eventually it hits negative numbers while you were doing that. It doesn't do that anymore. They fixed it. But when it would hit the negative numbers, you now had infinite carry weight at that point, because you could no longer hit that number because it doesn't exist. So it would let you pick up everything and not be considered over encumbered. You know, and you could pick up ridiculous amounts of stuff, because we used to do that back in the day when this game first came out. But they've definitely long since patched that. In fact, I think a lot of my friends quit playing after they patched that, because they're like, fuck that, man. They used to carry around everything on them, because we used to have even worse stash spaces. Like, you think it's bad now. I believe this max stash space used to be like 400 when this game first started. Okay?
Wow.
It was really bad. It was really bad. And there was no infinite scrap box. There was no infinite ammo box, like for all this Fallout First stuff. No private servers, because Fallout First didn't exist yet. Right? No survival tents, none of that stuff. Like, today, playing this game is a vast improvement over what it used to be when I first started playing this game.
Yeah. They should make the stashes infinite without having the Fallout First thing.
Yeah.
I don't want to buy it.
If you've never, you've obviously definitely never played Elder Scrolls Online. And Elder Scrolls Online, they have literally the same mirrored subscription. Like, you get your freaking little crowns, which is their version of atoms, right? And then you get an infinite craft bag. So your crafting materials no longer take up your inventory space. That is also limited in that game, but it's because there's money. That's what they want. Okay, they want that money. It's like they're gonna increase their servers and make you store more things. They want their money. You know. And to be fair though, that's also why the game is free now too. Is because all the subscriptions and things like that. And that's why we keep getting all the free updates and stuff.
The game is what? Fallout 76? Wait, what?
Yeah, I believe
the game is free.
Now. I believe it's free now.
Last time I checked, it was like $40.
Is it?
Yeah. Because I told my dad that I started playing Fallout 76 again. We looked and it was like $30 on Xbox.
Oh, was that for like a pack version, or I don't know? Maybe it isn't free now. I know. If anything, it's definitely cheaper than it used to be for sure. Because but all the updates and stuff, mainly what I was meaning, are free.
Oh.
Like every new expansion and stuff like that, you don't have to buy the expansions.
Oh, let's see.
Okay, they have limited free play events. That's what it was. So it's not actually free.
Yeah, Fallout 76 is $40.
Right now, there's a free to play event for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC via Steam that runs until February 4th through 5th.
Right now you can.
It's also
Apparently, right
Xbox
now it
Game
says that
Pass.
you can buy it for $8 because it's on sale.
Oh yeah. It's also on Xbox Game Pass and the PlayStation version of a game.
What is
for PlayStation?
Crossplay?
Catalog.
I'm gonna say crossplay, cross-platform. I want that to become a thing. I want cross-platform.
Yeah, everybody does. I want cross-platform and cross-progression.
Because I want to play 76 with my dad. Come on. And he's an Xbox person.
And I want to be able to have my stuff from PC. So, it's big sad freaking coming over here and not having all that. But that's gonna be some working that they're gonna have to do. But I believe from what I've been told already, they've already talked about getting cross-play and cross-progression. And I believe that Microsoft told them that they needed to have cross-play and cross-progression added to the game. Because Microsoft wants all their games to have cross-play. Is why. And now they own this game, technically, so. But, who knows? We shall see in the future. I don't want to spread around any misinformation due to not 100% knowing, so. I'm not going to say any of that is confirmed. This is all things that I have heard and seen articles from, so hearsay at this point. until I see something confirming that we're getting it on some date, because you look it up right now, and they don't know when. That's what it says. So, someday. Yeah. For now, though, I guess there are free ways to play it, free-ish ways, I guess, because if you're already paying for the subscriptions to get the Game Pass or the Game Catalog,
Game Pass,
whatever, you can get it on there. And there is the free-to-play event going on until the 4th or 5th, so you can get it on Steam or whatever and try it out for free. See if you even like it, which is cool. But otherwise, all the updates and stuff like that are free. Every new expansion is free and things like that.
That's good.
Yeah, that's really good because let me tell you something. When they first talked about adding all the Brotherhood of Steel and the real NPCs and stuff like that to Fallout 76, I thought I was going to have to pay for all that shit. And I was kind of upset because, bro, I already paid for an $80 version of this game just to play it for a month and then quit playing,
Yeah.
All my friends quit playing, and I kind of felt like I'd rather just play Fallout 4 if I got to play by myself, type situation, because it was a better game at the time. And now this game, they've got so much and they've done so much things to improve it that honestly, I don't think if they didn't do that stuff free, I don't think anybody would be playing this game still. To be real, I don't think anybody would be willing to pay all that for all those expansions and stuff. But that's what the Fallout First and stuff like that. It keeps all that stuff being free. And since those things are already free, that's the big difference between that and ESO Plus. Is I think the reason they give us the survival tent and all the unlimited scrap boxes and stuff like that, and the atoms, really, it's worth it just for the atoms, because the atoms you get every month from Fallout First, you're paying $12 for a subscription and getting $15 worth of atoms. So really, if you were gonna do it, I would do it just for the cheaper atoms. And then all that other stuff's just a bonus, essentially after that.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you get that every month, the extra 1,500 atoms. So, like, it's that perspective, like, yeah, having to buy fucking microtransaction currency in any game sucks ass, but the fact that they give you other bonuses, like a private world that you can go to whenever you want. So, like, say you're tired of freaking, you need to farm something or kill something, but every time you show up there, it's already dead or they've already cleared it out. You literally just load your private world up where there's nobody else to take that shit from you, and you can go get it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a nice perk. And also those infinite scrap boxes, like the scrap box, the freaking ammo box, and the medical box. While you won't be able to put things in them without the subscription, you can unlimitedly still take your stuff out of there. So if you stocked up enough shit while you had the membership active, you could literally just not have to pay the membership ever again and still have the benefit of you have all that crap.
Yeah.
And you would, like I said, you stock up enough, you'd never need to put stuff up because you have all of that stuff that you could ever need.
Yeah.
That's nice. But otherwise, I like it for the convenience. Like, I don't have to ever spend very long managing my inventory because it's just real quick work. I scrap shit, I put it in the box. I fucking get extra ammo, put it in the box. Get extra chems, put it in the box. Freaking, and then that saves my storage for like anything that can't go in the boxes, like weapons and armor mainly, and then some of the misc items and like the bobbleheads and shit. Which most of that stuff doesn't weigh much. It's mainly just weapons and armor. Like, I almost hit this new stash limit. Or new to me stash limit. It's not really new to everybody else. Stash limit earlier, I was at 1,133 out of 1,200 pounds. I'm back down to 900 and something because I did some inventory clearing. But that shit is like 20-something weapons and then a whole shit ton of armor. It's mostly armor, I'm not going to lie. And a lot of it, I really just need to go through and like I said earlier, I need to take all of my power armor chassis, make sure that I have like the best pieces that I currently have on them, and just scrap the rest of the power armor pieces I have, and that'll clear up another big ass chunk of weight for me. Other than, of course, things that I would want to save to like maybe I'm trying to like make a full set of ultra sight or something,
Yeah.
Like stuff like that. But otherwise, we're really just all good, man. And really, last thing, since I didn't talk about it last week, just cover the Fallout TV show real quick. So, remember last time I was talking about Fallout, how I kind of got like shocked because like my favorite character got punched out a window and fucking impaled?
Yeah.
Alright, so not the one from this week, or well, technically there's going to be a new one Wednesday of this week, so within this week period from Wednesday to Wednesday, not this one but the one before that I didn't cover. He was still alive after getting impaled. Like, bro, I can't imagine how bad that has to fucking suck. You straight up get impaled in the middle of a fucking street and you're just stuck there. Can't fucking do anything about it, right? And nobody's trying to help you. Like, there's people just walking by him on the street and he's asking for help and they're not even paying him a bit of mind. Probably because he's a ghoul, but still. Like, they just leave him on that thing and he starts going feral a little bit. He's trying to fight it. He's like freaking starts like making feral ghoul noises, man. And he's like freaking out. At one point he tries to pull himself up the pole, gets almost to the top, but his fucking little feralness starts kicking in and it makes his hands let go and he slides all the way back down the fucking pole. Bro, I was like, oh man, they really did my guy dirty. He's just about to get stuck here and turn into a feral ghoul, and that's whenever a big ass motherfucker in this cloak shows up, breaks the fucking pole in half, and just pulls him off it. Right? And I didn't notice it at first when it, So this mysterious being takes him back to, drags him back to his base, basically, and ends up taking a chunk of radiated rock, or I believe uranium is what it was, and puts it inside the ghoul, and that makes him heal the whole, like, completely from the radiation. Wow. Right, which I thought was kind of cool that they showed off, like, the fact that ghouls can heal from radiation like that. But, it was a super mutant, and it was played by Ron Perlman. And I didn't notice, because, like, I don't know, it's like the way he talked, it did, like, I'm going to have to go rewatch the episode to, like, hear his voice again, but it did not click for me at all. Like, the tone of voice he was speaking with, it didn't have his normal Ron Perlman-ness to it, you know? Like, bro didn't sound like Hellboy, you know what I mean? So I wasn't ready for it. And also, seeing him, like, I'm sure they CG'd it or whatever, but, like, I'm used to Ron Perlman having the beard and everything. I would have expected a Ron Perlman super mutant to have the beard and the stash, but nah, bro, it was clean-shaven super mutant, man. And he was talking about how basically he was trying to get the Feral Ghoul to join them because they're, like, trying to gather up an army to fight back against, the oppression of mutants, essentially. So they weren't just going, like, super mutants. Like, very much anybody who has a mutation or became a ghoul, it qualifies for their army, it seems like. Like, so if you have something happen, you just grow a random third arm, you qualify, son. Which I thought was kind of funny. It was like, really just, you freaky, you can join us. Like, I thought that was good, and I really, because, we're getting super mutants and shit, I want to see a fucking Nightkin, bro. I want to see one so bad. So bad. Bro. That they are my favorite version of super mutants, and they were introduced in Fallout New Vegas. One of the main ones you see that you actually get to get as an ally is Grandma and her alternate personality, Leo. Right? Mm-hmm. And freaking, like, the reason she's like that is because overusage of stealth boys made them freaking a little bit creepy Cocoa Puffs, you know what I mean? Give them split personalities and shit. So, like, the murderous side of her, Leo, became Leo. Like, it's this voice in her head, that talks to her, but it's also her.
Yeah.
So, Leo's just her when she's violent, and that's all. And I really want to see that craziness go down, because, like, we can get all this other shit. We can get Deathclaws, super mutants, fucking badass power armor, freaking all the other Fallout creatures they've showed so far, rad scorpions, whatnot, etc. Where's my Nightkin? We're in New Vegas. Where's my Nightkin?
Oh, no.
I want him. Yeah. But otherwise, we get a little more going on inside the Vault in that episode, which I haven't really been focusing on that as much, right, this season, as they did the previous season, up until these last couple episodes where we've been getting a lot of the inside of the Vault where Lucy came from. But the one blonde chick with the eye patch, who I, for the love of me, cannot remember her name right now, who took over as the Vault overseer for Vault 31. We got a lot of her backstory between these two episodes. We found out that she was after this box that Hank had hid that had a lot of information, and Chet, who's the guy she's kind of forcing to, like, take care of her baby and stuff like that, ends up finding an ID of hers that shows she's not even American. She's from Canada. Oh, no. Not really, by the way. I don't want anybody from Canada hating me. That's just, because of how they are set up in the Fallout universe. Everyone that wasn't American at the time was like a traitor type thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that being said, we do get to see in this week's episode a lot more of where she came from. She basically, her and her mother escaped from like a concentration camp where they were holding freaking Canadian people. I don't know exactly what you would refer to Canadian. I believe it's Canadian. I don't know how you call a group of Canadians. I'm assuming
Canadians.
I don't want to offend anybody here, so I'm trying to be careful. I don't want to butcher what you guys call yourselves. Freaking love people from all over, so, you know, got no pickiness here. Definitely talk to anyone from anywhere, because I like learning about other parts of the world. I'm not some freaking cultural close-in or anything like that. Like, I'm actually fascinated by other cultures. So please don't take offense. But I'm just going based off how they portray it, you know, in the current running of their little universe here. But her and her mother, are escaping this concentration camp, and her mother ends up getting shot by a freaking bird, it looked like. And so she tells her daughter to, like, you know, hide where they came from and all that stuff. And, you know, don't tell her she has to kill or do whatever she needs to be able to survive. And she said, make it easier. Don't think of them as people. Think of them as Americans. And I was like, oh, shit, son. And then it shows her, like, freaking slitting this guy's throat to steal some food. So I was like,
interesting.
They had her hardcore, right? And so I would have been really sad if they killed off the ghoul, because his character, Howard Cooper, you know, he's the ghoul in the main timeline, but when they show his backstory, he's Howard Cooper, you know, it's pre-becoming a ghoul. And that, honestly, is part of the show I've been the most invested in, weirdly enough. Like, finding out all this stuff that happened pre-bomb drop. Like, with his family and Mr. House and all this stuff, right? And come to find out that he is actually part of the reason she ended up in the Vault Tech management program, because he came across her while he was trying to hide Hank's body after knocking him out to steal the freaking little like this little blue sliver thing that they have that's basically like the key to a fucking nuclear fission. Or fusion. Not fission, fusion, even better. Right? That he'd been carrying around inside his neck, essentially, which is crazy work. But he got him drunk, knocked him out, you know, in the previous episode, and we get to see him wheeling the body out of the room, and she actually catches him. And instead of, you know, confronting him by having a body in the cart, she just asked him, hey, do you know how I could get a job at Vault Tech? I heard your wife works there, and all this stuff, which I thought, you know, coming up and saying that, I've been like, whoa, how the fuck do you know about my wife? You know, like, I don't know who the fuck you are.
Oh, no, right?
But instead he's like, you know, I can't help you with that, but this gentleman right here, and he points to Hank in the thing, he said, once you get him all woke up and chatty, I'm sure he'll tell you exactly how you can get a job there, and just leaves her with the cart with Hank in it. They're like, damn, bro. Like, bro didn't even make sure, like, it was hidden or anything. He's like, she'll handle it. She wants a job with them. And I personally think, that the Enclave has been pulling all these strings for a long time. That's my personal theory, because, like, there was this counselor lady who acted like she was fighting for freedom and stuff like that, and whenever Howard freaking steals the little blue sliver thing, he ends up giving it to her, thinking that she's going to do something good with it, right? Because she takes him to meet the president and all this stuff, right? Well, knowing what we know from Season 1, the Enclave ended up with that sliver. So I'm pretty sure the president and all them were already, like, the Enclave at this point. So he essentially just handed that shit over to the Enclave, which, in my opinion, is even worse than, like, the Brotherhood, a Steel, or anyone else getting that shit. Which now it's back in their, you know, possession, because obviously, you know, Season 1, they get it back, and then freaking Moldova puts it in her little power thing, and then freaking Lucy kills her, or freaking Howard killed her, I don't remember. One of those two killed her while Maximus was knocked out. Maximus ends up getting the credit for killing her, and they capture the thing, and Brotherhood got it. And then all that crazy shit I told you a couple episodes back with the Brotherhood, where they end up, giving it to Maximus and him running away from the Brotherhood, right? So now he's on a quest to give that to Lucy, right? Because, he thinks she's a good person and isn't going to do anything. Meanwhile, does he know that she is been captured by her dad, and basically she ends up, at first I think she's like working with him a little bit, right? Because like they make it think like, they really make it seem like she's coming around to the idea of all the crazy stuff that her dad's saying, and like the fact that he's basically going to try to save the wasteland by taking everybody's free will away by putting those chips in the back of their neck and making them into fucking his version of perfect humans, all nice and caring for each other and no bad thoughts or free will whatsoever. And just freaking productive workers in society, essentially. Right? Which I honestly think that was the plan for their Volts, because that Norm's whole thing is he's trying to figure out what the original plans for Volts 31 and 32 are supposed to be after Reclamation Day and stuff. But, I think that might have been, like, the original plan for their Volt was to just raise, essentially, sheep people that would do whatever they're told to go take over repopulate the world and make it easier to control this time. Honestly, I think theory-wise, like, Enclave freaking pulled strings with Volt Tech, pulled strings, with all these other companies to make the apocalypse happen in order to get to a point where they could restart humanity. Like, I really think that this was the whole point of everything they did. Because they want to, because they want to control everything and, make everything the way they want it to be.
Yeah.
So, I never trust the Enclave anywhere. I don't trust the Enclave about as much as I trust any of the other factions, really. Like, they all got freaking weird hidden intentions higher up. And then they pose themselves as good guys. It's just a bunch of freaking, outrospective crap, essentially. Like, I feel like it's definitely a way of, like, mocking, like, different governments in the world, essentially, and, like, how they act. Because, like, I know there's probably a lot of governments that would also want to do the same thing if they had the chance, restart the world and, take over, essentially, with a easier group of people to work with that, aren't going to start rebellions and things like that, or want their own freedoms.
Yeah.
Really messed up ideally, because, like, I personally believe people should be able to choose how they live and die, essentially. Within the confines of, not fucking up over everybody else around them. But also, it's that freedom of whether or not you're going to be a good or a bad person, that freedom to choose, that I think is what makes us human. Because not everybody's innately good or bad. And not everybody stays either good or bad either. Like, you could be born a good person, and then life experiences could make you into a bad person. And it's not that you're really, like, a bad person. It's just, have bad habits that were brought about through your life experiences. So and it's that freaking process that I feel like that's the true purpose of life, is being able to make those choices for yourself. So having that taken away from you, really, I feel like isn't living at all. Like, at that point, you're just being a meat drone. Meat drone. So, anyway, they make you think that she's gonna, join up with her dad, because he's making this. Honestly, he's selling it pretty well. He about had me sold on it. I was like, fuck, man, these people are just killing everywhere out in the wasteland, but you have them as nice, happy, productive members of society in here. Right? Like, and I get it, like, bro, make slaves out of the wasteland trash, cool, or whatever, but it's still bad at the end of the day. And I'm glad Lucy came to her senses, because, like, you think she's about to go full freaking turn, like, if Luke would have turned to the dark side with Vader style shit, right? And she ends up freaking handcuffing her dad to an oven and fucking running away with all the freaking stuff. And she said she's gonna go shut down the damn server thing that's controlling everybody, right?
Yeah.
And so it cuts to her running through, and freaking she gets on the little golf cart thing and freaking like very recklessly drives it over to where the motherboard thing was. She ends up going in the room that they're not supposed to go in, and that's when it cuts back to the ghoul, right? And they honestly, like, the way they made it seem, because like they show her opening the door and then looking through and being shocked, and then they show like because the ghoul also opened a door at the same time, so they made it seem like they both opened different sides of the door to like where each other was, but in fact, Howard Cooper ends up in a position to where he actually gets to re-implant that little cold fusion device, right? And that ends up waking up the Mr. House computer, and like it's full Mr. House, bro. Like it opens up and it's like, oh, hello there, old chum. I was like, oh shit, bro, we got Robo Mr. House now. Let's go. Fucking big old nostalgia from freaking Fallout 76. But so leading up to that, by the way, because I kind of skipped over this part because of the Lucy stuff kind of connected in there. What we missed was after getting saved by the super mutant, the ghoul goes off on his own, and he's actually somewhere healing when Maximus and Thaddeus come across them, and they end up teaming up because, Maximus wants Howard to bring him to go find Lucy, and Howard needed that cold fusion device, so he got him to trust him enough to give him the cold fusion device, right? Because he was like, listen, you either give that to me now or you lose all chances to see her, right? And he said, because you're going to need some serious firepower to get where she is, and I can get it for you, but you got to give me that thing first, So he does end up giving it to him, and he opens up this freaking big-ass armory room that's full of all kinds of different guns and stuff like that. It's actually where he ends up finding a Gauss rifle that the ghoul ends up taking with him, the Gauss rifle. But that power armor I was showing off earlier, the one we get from the bundle, bam, sitting right there, ready for Maximus to get in it, had me big hyped, because they end that episode off with them walking toward the gate and shit, at the end, after they reveal the power armor. Now he's in the power armor, and they're coming up like a freaking war party, like everybody's celebrating in the streets because he's got the NCR logo and stuff on it. So they're like, "Oh no, the NCR's back! Fucking save our town! Kill these Deathclaws! Hell yeah!" They're all fucking hyped. And honestly, I was getting hyped with them because they're like, "Bro, I want to see what this power armor does. Yeah, let's fight some Deathclaws, bro." And the armor is sick. I will say that. Like, the first couple of Deathclaws, bro, he pieces them up with that armor. But one of the Deathclaws gets around him. It almost gets the ghoul. So we do get to see the Gauss rifle in action. And it's funny because, like, I was expecting some crazy flashy thing to go off when they powered it up and then fired it, right? But it's the same way it is in the games. So, like, it powers up, and, Gauss rifles in the game look like they're going to do some crazy, flashy attack, and really just hyper shoots a fucking super fast projectile that you don't even see. Like, it doesn't even hardly make a noise. You barely know the gun's fired until you see it hit something.
Yeah.
And they had that same effect. They captured it so perfectly. Man, I don't even know how to describe it other than, like, if you fire the gun and go get one in Fallout 76 and fire it at somebody. That's what it's feel. They had the same feel. Like, you pull the trigger, you didn't really hear a noise, but all of a sudden, like, fucking bloody hole just burst in the fucking Deathclaw's freaking chest. Couple of them. Because he fucking fires it twice. But it didn't seem to be slowing the Deathclaw down, getting holes put in its chest, and you just see Maximus freaking grab it and freaking gouge the blades into it and kill it. And that's when the fourth Deathclaw shows up, and this one's a little bit bigger, and, turns into a Pokemon, uses Tail Whip, and fucking smacks his ass through that barricade. And we end off that part with Maximus waking up in the power armor and looking up and looking around and seeing all the people in Freeside around him, and then looking at the big ass hole in the gate with a Deathclaw standing right there looking at him. Like, oh no. Like, I now have to save this whole town and protect them. because I fucked up in this fight and it knocked me through the fucking wall. And, you know, of course, freaking the ghoul got away, and that's when he went up to Mr. House's house and stuff like that. And, you know, we got a little more backstory. That's when it shows him giving the device to the counselor lady and him talking to the president and stuff, right? And then, you know, like I said, it shows Lucy open the door, and then he, like, opens the door and looks in. And what Lucy sees in her door is actually that freaking counselor lady. She had her head cut off and turned into a fucking hard drive thing. Like, it's sitting on top of, like, this little disc thing, and it's got a bunch of wires, like, coming out of her eyes and her mouth and stuff like that, leading into all these motherboards and mainframes and shit. Yeah. So they turned her into, like, a living computer.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, bro, that's what I said. I was like, holy shit, bro, we got head computers? Let's go. Which, you know, that's not the first time they've done things like that in Fallout, so, like, I like that we got that in the TV show going on. And then, of course, like I said earlier, you know, the thing in fucking Howard's door was the damn cold fusion device, and he put the thing in, it powered up the tower, and Mr. House is back now. So I really think they did go with the House always wins ending, but not the one where the courier takes over, per se, more like shuts everything down. Right? Because, like, it had Mr. House was shut down before that. So I'm kind of curious how they're going to play into that, or, like, what they've changed about how that ending plays out. Because it looks like the Legion and the NCR both took big hits, because we had stragglers from them. They weren't, like, full force. But then also, like, New Vegas took hits, and all those fucking robots and stuff that you get in the game that get powered up and upgraded. That, like, if you get the real ending, you basically unleash them on the wasteland to be your own personal, like, army and stuff like that. Like, they're all fucked up and broken and shit everywhere, so other than, I think Victor's the only active one we've seen. And, really makes me wonder what happened with that whole situation. Like, does the courier exist in the TV show fucking timeline, you know, kind of situation? And if so, are we gonna like get anything like what happened with Ulysses or anything like that? I'm really curious, like how deep they're gonna go, and like if we're gonna get any of the stuff from the DLCs, or if it's just gonna be, you know, hints of things from the mainline game without the DLCs, you know?
Yeah.
But it's got me hyped. Freaking Norm woke up at the end of the episode, right? And he tried to put out a message to, like, his dad or his sisters, you know, because for Lucy, he was like, hey, I'm out of the vault, you know, please find me, I need your help. And then he said, and if my dad hears this, why? Like, why didn't you tell me about any of this? You know? Like, why did you not trust me enough to know what your plans are? What are you planning kind of situation? Like, he just wants to know what the fuck, Dad, basically. And then the fucking people that were, you know, strangled him, made him pass out in the first place, were talking about what they should do with him, whether or not they should imprison him or kill him, all come in the room and the episode ends. It's like, fuck, guys, why you gotta do this to me?
And you're like, well, damn.
I want to know what happens. Y'all gotta fucking pick the best, worst times for cliffhangers, I swear. Like, that is just good enough for you, like, fuck, I want to know what happens. You know? But at the same time, it's like, fuck, I wanted to know what happens.
Yeah.
You know, this is both good and bad, you know. Definitely enough to get you excited for the next one. Because, like, we kind of got, like, a quadruple cliffhanger there. Like, we got the Norm situation, we got Lucy finding the head, we got freaking Howard finding Mr. House, and then, you know, freaking, we got Maximus with the whole Deathclaw situation, you know. Oh, and I forgot the most hilarious thing. They were all about to go in. Thaddeus was supposed to be set up as a sniper, but, you know, he's still ghoulifying, like he hasn't lost his nose or anything yet. Well, the fucking gun he was carrying, the sniper, was so heavy that when they get in town and freaking Howard tells him, all right, sniper, get up on those roofs. He goes to walk, and his fucking arm, his whole arm just falls off.
Oh my god.
Because the fucking shoulder was rotting away, and the fucking strap dug into it, and basically just ripped his arm off, essentially, from the weight. Right? And he's like, hold on, I think I
Wow.
salvaged this. He's like, if I could just, like, put the finger in this... He's like, I think I could, like, maneuver my arm to be able to... I was like, that's fucking crazy work, bro. Bro's trying to rationalize, like, how to fire a gun with one arm. That requires two.
Yeah.
It's like cracked me up. I was like, I wonder if they're gonna reattach his arm or if he's just gonna be one arm the rest of the series. But it didn't look good. Like the whole area where it fell off was all like green and shit. Like that shit was definitely rotten off his body. I was like, bro, being a ghoul has to suck so bad.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
just be losing body pieces randomly someday. Like one day you're a guy, you got a nose and everything, and next thing you know, no nose. It's been removed. Worse than a boss nasal surgery. It's just gone. And all that's left is the shape of where your nose used to be. That's crazy
Yeah.
to me. Well, that's the inevitable fate of a ghoul. So, definitely can't wait for all that, and really don't have anything else to say about the series at this point without going like too deep into anything. Like I said, I don't want to like full deep dive. I do have some theories about some stuff. Like I think that personally, due to that head and all that stuff, that I think that Hank works for the Enclave secretly. I think that he might have always secretly worked for the Enclave. Because he knows too much. Like, he was a big fanboy of Mr. House and stuff like that. Like, this whole microchip thing that he took over was a failed project that Mr. House didn't perfect, that he perfected now. So, like, there's
Mm.
something up with Hank. Hank knows some shit, and he's a lot smarter than he lets on to be. And, like, a lot of the book quotes and things he was talking to Lucy about, like, man has, like, deep dived into some literature and has, like, really complex notations about certain things. So I found that highly interesting. But you have anything else you want to talk about for this week, Cat?
Uh, let's see. What can I talk about? Ah, fuck. Third time getting up already.
Hey, it happens.
Not that I know of, no.
Okay. It's freaking so other than the storage space things and not wanting to get Fallout Force just to be able to properly store things. How have you been enjoying your coming back into Fallout 76 so far?
It's nice.
Yeah.
I'm having fun.
Yeah, oh yeah. I like the cosmetics and shit we've been getting. Yeah, we've definitely been finding some interesting things. I need to go craft that new mask I just got plans from that last Mothman
Oh
Mythos.
yeah. I played the new Terraria update.
Oh yeah?
Almost forgot.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. There we go. Yeah, because you mentioned that last week. I didn't know when it was coming though.
Yeah, I played it. I think I played it like twice
Oh
already.
damn.
I
So
have
not.
most of the new stuff.
So what is the new Terraria update?
As I said during our podcast last week, some new whips. I've gotten some of them. One was called Kaleidoscope. That's the
Mhm.
end game whip you can get from like
Oh yeah, that's
defeating a
right.
pillar. There's the enemies called the Pillars. You can get like Stardust and stuff.
Okay, and that's that game that had the crazy ass crafting recipes you showed me, right?
Yes.
Where like to get one sword, you gotta fucking basically make every other cool sword in the game, and then combine those swords to make other cool swords, and then combine those cool swords to all eventually lead down into one sword.
That's even more cooler, yeah.
Yeah.
And more powerful, yeah.
Yeah, no, that crafting recipe you showed me looked crazy. Like that's a lot of steps.
Yeah, yeah, whip, kaleidoscope. You get that from there's a end game enemy called the Moon Lord. If anybody's never played
Okay.
Terraria before, it's called the Moon Lord. He's the end game boss.
Oh, okay. So you have to farm him for these new weapons.
No,
Now,
well,
is it like a
some.
recipe, or is it like an actual
No, it
weapon?
drops.
Like, so okay, so you
Because,
get the whole weapon then.
of course, there's different difficulties in the game. So you got like, your casual, easy mode. And that in
Okay,
that difficulty, when you kill a boss, it just drops everything.
that's crazy. So
Like
it's
all the items. It
so
drops all the items.
you want to farm easy and then go play hard after you get your stuff, then, huh?
Well, it doesn't drop all the items. Just drops items. Like if you
Okay.
kill it, keep on killing it, it just drops the items. But if you're playing on like master mode, like I think that's the hardest if I remember, or
Mhm.
expert, it'll drop instead of dropping the items, it'll drop a treasure bag that gives you the items.
Oh, okay. So the treasure, so you get better loot the
Thing
higher
is,
up the difficulty is then.
yes, because it'll give you it'll give you a treasure bag and a trophy, a golden trophy. If you kill him, if you kill a boss, you can have like a little trophy room, I
Okay.
guess,
Okay.
for your different bosses. Which is pretty cool.
Okay.
I have all of them
Rock with
because I
this.
killed all of them. I killed every single boss in the game.
Oh damn.
All I
Oh
gotta say
damn.
is Empress of Light is the best boss.
Oh
Um,
yeah. So
she's okay. Yeah.
in the update, do they just add new like weapons and stuff, or is there like new activities and
Yeah, there's
stuff?
new stuff, blocks, items, armor, pets,
Oh,
summons.
okay. Any like missions or like I don't know story content or anything like that added, or is it
No,
just
no,
more
not
just
really.
like, hey, you
It's
can
just
farm
more
these bosses and get more
stuff.
crap now?
Yeah, even more crap. But yeah,
Oh
Moonlord
yeah.
drops a thing called I forgot what it's called. He drops like his Moonlord whip.
Oh, there's a Moonlord
Cause
with now, huh?
yeah, because last update or 1.4.4 was the last
Guessing he
before
just had
this.
the other
He didn't
weapons.
have a whip. Now we're
Ah,
in 1.4.5.
okay. So like,
Bigger and bolder. That's what the update's called now. Finally figured it out.
are the whips like a fairly new type of weapon to the game,
Not really. They've been
or
introduced in. I think they were introduced in 1.4.4.
okay? And so the whips, like the new whips you're getting, are they like really strong compared to the old ones or something?
Some yes. The
Okay.
Kaleidoscope and Moonlords, most likely, because endgame,
Yeah. Like what
We
are they
didn't
like
really,
the
we
two
really
harder
didn't
ones to
have
get?
in 1.4 before. We really didn't have endgame whips.
Oh, okay. So like
Now
this
we
is
do.
more like, hey, anybody in the end game who wanted to be able to use whips, we got you
Like,
kind of
powerful
situation.
whips, yeah.
Like these are worth
Moonlord whip,
using
because
type
when
thing.
you get your regular whip, it's you can only whip it once, like the little one line, rope. With the
Mm-hmm.
Moonlords, it's multiple. Like it's some kind of I don't even know what the hell it is.
Freaking whip like a
Some
cat of
magic
nine
whip
tails.
magic whip thing, yeah, like that. Like
So
magic tail whip,
like fucking
kitsune
hits like
tailed whip.
multiple whips at once.
Yeah,
Oh, that's freaking cool.
yeah. You when you kill the Moonlord, of course, you get his mask as well. You can get a Moonlord mask when you kill him. They added more. They added a. Of course, you can also get his legs. Now
Like
they added
armor.
his torso. Yeah, that's not armor. It's more like vanity.
Oh,
It's just
okay. So it's
customization for your character.
fucking costume.
Yeah, it's a costume. Yeah, so they added. You can get a head and legs. Now in this update, you can get the torso finally.
So all you're
You
missing is
get the
his
chest piece.
arms
So
now, huh?
no, it comes in a full set.
Oh,
You get
okay.
his arms too with the
Oh,
chest
what the?
piece,
Okay.
the chest plate, chest piece, whatever. Now you get a
Okay.
chest piece for the
So
Moonlord. Let's
so
go!
so now you have your full set then.
Now you have a full Moonlord set.
Okay, that's freaking
So
cool.
yeah,
He
yeah.
looks badass then.
Moonlord whip you get from Moonlord. The whip called the Kaleidoscope. You got to build with Stardust and Luminite ore with a manipulator or whatever the fuck it was called. I don't know what the hell that
Well,
thing is
hey,
called, dude. It's
at
some.
least At least
At
you
least
don't
I
have to
tried.
freaking craft a bunch of other whips and
Yeah.
combine those whips into the whip.
No, you don't. It's
It
just
sounds like you just need
stardust
the
and
materials from this
luminite
one.
ore and some alien workbench.
Some alien workbench.
I don't know what the hell it's called. I forgot. But yeah, there's this biome called the Crimson Corruption Hollow. You know, Crimson's a red blood biome, and your Corruption is a purple corrupted
Oh,
biome.
okay.
So there's new Crimson and Corruption themed whips.
Oh.
There's no hollow whips yet. At least I don't think there is.
Is it like an appearance type thing, really? Just or do
The
they
whips?
Actually, yeah. Oh, but like yeah. The
Oh, it's
corruption and the other thing you mentioned.
Oh, it's some yeah. You can get like stuff for it from the Corruption and Crimson biome.
Okay. And you mentioned blocks earlier. What do you do with the blocks in Terraria?
Oh, well, you know, it's almost like Minecraft, so.
I've
Some
never
blocks
played the game.
some blocks are you know material, and some blocks you can just build with, you know. There's a new called Ethereum. I think that's a new one. I've never heard of Ethereum until now.
He's like,
so I'm pretty sure that's a 1.4.5 thing
I got you.
since this update. So Ethereum blocks is pretty cool.
Hmm. That sounds cool.
You can get Ethereum stuff. There's this new biome. Oh, not new. In 1.4.4, they introduced a new biome called a shimmer. I don't know I don't even know how to freaking explain that. Yeah, it's like your mystical rainbow type biome with like mystical water and stuff.
Freaking effervescent type thing, huh?
Yeah, something like that. So, in 1.4.5, you got new shimmer items, like a shimmer gun.
Oh, wait, there's guns too? That's crazy,
Yeah,
right?
there's guns. There's melee. You got your swords. You got your bows. You got guns, whips.
Yeah.
As I've been saying.
Crazy work.
Other fucking abominations like a damn mushroom.
Wait, a mushroom for a weapon?
Yeah, and now in this update you can get a mushroom weapon. Yeah, because why not? And that's dope.
Mm-hmm.
You know, mushroom weapon.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's this, the sword the best sword you can get is the Zenith. The very crazy recipe that you do in Terraria with like 20 million different swords.
All the swords.
Like 50 different swords. Yeah.
Yeah. Swords
if you throw that, if you throw this,
swords.
yeah. If you throw that into the shimmer, it'll turn into a copper short sword. You know, when you first start out, you get your basic copper short sword, like the most default garbage sword. So if you throw your Zenith into the shimmer, you get something called the true copper short sword, which is just crazy.
Does this even be further beyond the Zenith?
Zenith and that are like the same thing, but different. You just use a copper short sword because it's fucking hilarious.
I got you.
Because your basic starter copper short sword does like at least like 5-10 damage.
Okay.
And your true does like 200 damage, and if you have like some kind of like upgrade for it, different upgrades, you go up to like 300.
Oh damn.
Doing a 300 damage with a copper short sword. It's just funny to me.
Bro's cleaning shit out there, huh?
Hell yeah. It works just like the Zenith too.
Damn.
But a copper short sword. It's pretty funny.
So it's
new
really
weapon
mainly appearance change then.
Yeah. It's funny. It's just copper short sword.
It'd be like freaking making the ultimate frying pan or something like that. It'd be like, it looks like a frying pan, but it has the highest damage of the game.
There's new collab with Terraria called I've never heard of this. It's called, I think, Dead Cells.
Oh, Dead Cells! I've heard of that game. Ko was playing that game on one of his streams one day. It looks fun. It gives me Like it's a 2D side-scroll adventure game. It's like a post-apocalyptic sewer crawler version of Castlevania. I feel like it's just like
So yeah,
plays the same way
Terraria
as Castlevania,
collabed
but
with.
different.
Oh, that's sweet. Yeah,
Shit.
so Terraria collabed with them, so you get Dead Cells weapons and armor and shit.
Oh, hell
You
yeah.
get the flint. It's a hammer type weapon.
Mm-hmm.
And it has this like slam attack that you can do, which is pretty cool. You get
gotcha. That sounds
a
fucking
sword
cool.
that I don't know what it's called yet. I haven't gotten it yet.
Hey man.
You get the main character of Dead Cells armor,
Oh,
which is pretty cool.
yeah. Yeah, because they look pretty cool in that game.
Finally, Terraria has Power World stuff.
Oh yeah, finally it's not a
After all
one-way
that time,
collaboration.
they finally got the pals into Terraria. So
Okay,
you can get the what's that water pal? I forgot what her name was. It's
Which
that
one?
like lizard salamander looking one.
I don't know.
I forgot what her name is.
I don't even know.
It's been a while since I played Power World.
Talking about.
Ignis or something. They had Ignis as its name or something like that.
The only one I know is Ignis, is the fire versions of things. Are you talking about like
But yeah.
the little sea serpent like one?
Yeah, that one.
Okay, the Serpatura or whatever.
Something like I don't know. But you can get Fox Sparks. I think that's
Okay, Fox Sparks, yeah.
Fox Sparks, yeah. You can get Cativa or Cativa.
Cativa.
That pink,
Yeah.
you know, cat when you first start Power World.
Yeah. Where it's all the lamb balls and Cativas.
You
and
get
shit running
I
around.
forgot what it's called. It's like that turtle type pal that has like spikes on his back. I forgot what that one's called.
Yeah, I forgot what that one's called too, but I know what you're talking about. That's one
But
people usually name for ore
that
farming
one
and shit.
in Terraria you can use it to mine. I'm pretty sure you can also use
That's
that
exactly
one in
its
Power World.
purpose in Power
Yeah.
World. Yeah. You just use
Yeah, you
it to
can
mine
use-
shit, bro.
Fox Sparks is fun to use. I haven't even gotten Fox Sparks yet, and I want him because
Oh, shit.
he's a flamethrower. Like yeah, I use him in the damn PAL World game.
Yeah, in the Terraria crossover picture, they showed the little ferret-looking one. Is that in the game too?
I don't know. Not
Little blue
yeah, I
ferret
don't really
looking one.
know. As I said, I gotten most of them. I haven't gotten all of them.
I gotcha. There's still some you haven't even seen yet, then.
Yes. There's also what the hell? There's a new pet. Well, new pets, and you can transform now. There's a new pet. It's a boulder pet. I don't even know how that fucking works. It's just a boulder. That's your pet,
Oh, damn.
which is pretty funny. I don't know how it works, but yeah. New transformations. You can turn into a vampire. You can turn into a rat and a pixie fairy.
Oh?
So that's your new three.
So you can like
I've gotten-
change yourself into other things with those.
Yeah. So far I've gotten the fairy transformation.
So you can turn into a fairy
The
now.
fairy transformations item is pretty easy to get. I say easy. It's easy and yeah, it's just easy. You
there
just
any
need to be
benef-
lucky.
I got you. Are there any benefits to the transformations, or are they just cosmetic?
Not really. Unless you want to fly.
Okay, so they'll let you fly then. So I'd say that's a benefit.
Yeah.
Basically, do they do anything outside of just turning you into looking like the thing?
No. No.
Okay.
So yeah, the transformation for the fairy is easy to get. All you gotta do is be lucky. It's like a 2% drop chance. All you gotta do is kill a pixie.
Oh, so you just kill pixies until you get it, basically.
Yeah, so if you want to get the pixies, you have to get the hollow biome, which means you have to kill the wall of flesh in hell.
Oh, damn.
It's actually the biome's actually called the underworld, but we in the Terraria community we just call it hell because it's just hell.
I got you.
So
It's the
so what you do is to summon the wall of flesh, all you gotta do is kill the guide with a voodoo doll. You throw it into the
Whoa.
lava, and the guide just dies, and wall of flesh.
crazy,
gets
freaky,
on
freaking voodoo stuff, huh?
Yeah. Terraria is one of your games that you accidentally summon a fucking god. Like, it's crazy.
Crazy work, bro.
Like, it's Terraria, so like you're just casually mining and then accidentally just summon a fucking entity to your world, a goddamn god or something, bro. Like, I love it. I love Terraria. That's what a fucking Moonlord is. It's like he's like Cthulhu.
Which, don't you also fight like a Cthulhu or whatever in Terraria? Because I remember those Cthulhu eyeball things that we got in Power World you said were from Terraria.
Oh yeah, the Eye of Cthulhu.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you could summon an eldritch god or whatever.
That's crazy work, to
Just
be honest.
mining. Yeah, I love Terraria. Yeah, that's it so far that I've seen
Okay.
of Terraria.
Oh yeah. That sounds like some good updates.
Yeah, that's all I remember. Of course, new boss tracks. So, 8 new boss tracks.
Okay.
Which is pretty cool.
That sounds pretty freaking cool, man. All right. Well, you got anything else you were wanting to talk about, or should we call it here?
Really?
Just wrap up.
Empress of Light is the hardest boss in the game, by the way.
Okay.
Well, at least when you fight her, yeah, she's the best boss in the fucking game. I don't care what you guys say.
Is it because she's hard, or do you just like her because of the way she looks?
She's hard. Her design is dope.
Okay.
Empress of Light, like, dude,
pretty
you
good
can't.
Title.
Fucking dope ass title. Yeah, her design I really like. Her soundtrack is really good as well. It's just, I like her. When you can fight her in the day and night. However, at nighttime, she's not as strong, but she will put up a fight and will kill you.
Okay. Is that because like
your max?
Is a Moon Lord or something like the opposite or something?
Yeah.
Like, is he stronger at night than in the day, or?
Not really. When you summon the Moon Lord, it's nighttime. Like, it's dark.
Oh, it's
it gets very dark.
Nighttime.
Yeah, even if it's day, you summon him, it gets dark.
Okay, I just didn't know if maybe they do like a little duality thing. Like you got one that's stronger, during the day, and then one that's stronger at night or something.
Yeah, that'll be Empress of Light. Her nighttime fight is not.
Yeah, I know.
She has not. Yeah, as I said, she's not.
I'm saying, is there a duality of her? Is what I was asking. Like, is there another boss in the game that's the opposite of her? Like, she's stronger during the day. Is there another one that's stronger during the night?
Yeah.
That's what I was asking.
King Slime and some other ones.
Oh, okay.
But Empress of Light, we're talking here, is hard.
Right.
As I said, her nighttime doesn't make her very powerful, but you can still beat her. Because your max hearts you can get is 500.
Oh.
Well, not like the hearts, but like your health.
Mm-hmm.
But you can have 500 health. Her nighttime, she doesn't do as much, but she does a lot. She does like a lot. That's what I'm trying to say. She hits you once, you go like the 10 health and stuff, 50 health. So at nighttime,
daytime, she freaking can one-shot you, I'm guessing. Then.
And daytime, yeah, she's hard. She hits you once, you're dead.
Damn.
Also, her attack patterns are hard to dodge.
So it's just that don't mess up type thing.
Yeah, so don't mess up at daytime. You've heard of Undertale, right? You know what that game is?
Mm-hmm. I don't know too much about it.
Empress of Light is Undertale.
Oh?
She's like an Undertale boss fight.
She's crazy, huh?
Yeah. She is crazy.
I've never seen any of their boss fights. I know what the game is, but I've never played it, so I wouldn't know. But I'm sorry, I could probably think of some things that like be similar notion. Like some of the old Mega Man boss fights are pretty crazy.
Yeah.
There are some that are like you can't get hit at all, or like it's not that it'll kill you in one hit, but if you get hit by that hit, you're not gonna be able to dodge the next hit, and you won't be able to dodge the next hit, and then you're dead.
Yeah.
It's like you get hit by the
Well,
one,
she
and you're
drops
kind
are
of
pretty
fucked
cool.
at that point.
Remember the weapon and, well, of course, Power World has it. The Terror Prisma. You remember that one? The one that just summons swords.
Yeah.
Yeah. She drops it.
Oh, okay, so that's how you get
Empress of Light drops the Terror Prisma.
Okay, so you get the sword that makes swords. So is that game turn-based or like hack and slash?
In Terraria?
Like,
It's a 2D hack and slash, yeah.
2D hack and slash. Okay, so it's side-scrolly.
Yeah.
So it's also
it's like it's Minecraft but in 2D.
And freaking
yeah.
Freaking Castlevania. It's just got Minecraft.
It's an open world 2D world. That's some people call it.
Open 2D world. That's interesting.
Yeah. You can do whatever you want.
That's crazy work.
Yeah, so Empress of Light also drops of course in the game you can get wings, makes you fly, and gets rid of fall damage when you have them on. Of course, there's benefits and downsides. As I said, benefits like flying and stuff and no fall damage. Downside is you don't fly very long. So.
Gotcha.
But when you the Empress of Light, she drops this specific item. I say the best item in the game for wings. It's called the Soaring Insignia. It's a accessory. If you put it on, it's infinite flight. So, that's pretty dope. She also drops a bow and some summon stuff. Of course, you got 4 classes as well. You got melee, magic, range, and summon. That's what the whips are. The whips is a summon class type weapon.
What?
Yeah, don't question it. Sure. I guess. Sure.
So they're summons.
I mean, you use the whips as a weapon.
I know, but
it does summon
summons?
Damage, of course.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know.
That doesn't make any sense. Cool. We'll just roll with it.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Whips do summon damage. Okay.
Yeah. It's a fun game. It's fucking awesome.
Summon damage sounds crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, did they summon things when they hit? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, well, you gotta play the game to understand it.
I don't think I would understand it even playing the game. It doesn't sound like you understand it after playing the game.
I really don't.
Like, that sounds just so weird. Oh man, but it definitely sounds like a game that would be worth checking out sometime, especially if you do 2D side-scrolling stuff. So I'm assuming if you like Dead Cells, you'll probably like Terraria and vice versa.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Cat, is that all you got?
Yep.
Alright, well in that case, thank you all for watching. I've been Damionpyro.
I've been ChillenCat.
And this has been our Nerd Talk Live podcast. We try to go live every Monday. We talk about literally anything nerdy. We just anything we can think of basically for the week. Anything you guys would like to talk about or discuss, feel free to, if you're watching this as a VOD later, comment in. You could, message anything in any of the posts on either of our YouTube channels. He's ChillenCat_YT on YouTube as well.
Yes,
also,
sir.
anytime you feel free to show up in the chat. I didn't really think about it, and if you're still here, Bear from earlier, we may set up a thing where anybody like right now I can't because of the way we stream and stuff. I don't have the equipment to like share Discord voices and stuff like that, but people on PlayStation, if you guys would like to come in, like maybe we'll have like a chat with the audience type kind of like phone call thing we could do. Maybe like just bring in somebody into like the PlayStation chat. If you're on PlayStation, we could chat with you for now. We're kind of limited to that, unfortunately, until I get like a capture card and stuff and can like share Discord audio. We're just kind of like, this is what we have to work with, for now. But really, like I said, anything you guys want to talk about, we're down to chat. This is our Nerd Talks. So anyway, thank you all, and we shall see you next week.
Bye-bye.